It's almost that time. It's about time for football. Shout out to Ender Games once again. Did a bunch of my graphics for me here. Don't have a transition on the screen, but we'll get there. I got the graphics properly implemented today, so that was good. Yeah, we are just a couple minutes away here from kickoff. About 10 minutes out. It's going to be a sunny day over in Las Vegas, you got to assume. Of course, they are going to be in a dome, so the weather's not going to play any sort of a factor. But let's go look at this matchup here, go see what we can or can't make from this here. I need to turn off my notification sounds. We always gotta, that might as well be stream tradition at this point, that I just have to, that I just gotta shut off my phone notifications for the next 3 hours or so while we're going. But no, how we doing today, everybody? It's a wonderful, wonderful Sunday for football. You got the 10-2 Broncos getting ready to take on this 2-10 Raiders team. It will be in Las Vegas, and of course, nobody overlooking anybody on the schedule. We're on the verge of a big upset over in Tampa Bay. The Saints have a 4-point lead in that game, or so I last checked. But yeah, let's focus here. Let's go talk about Bo Nix right quick. Of course, Google's not cooperating with me anymore, so. But no, Bo Nix having a great season up to this point. 2,742 yards, 19 touchdowns to 9 picks. He did have the one kind of ugly interception last week against Washington, but for the most part, man, I mean, it's been Nix just stacking a couple of good games together so far. 295 against Kansas City, 321 against Washington. He's on a bit of a roll here, putting up some good games here. Just around 65% in both of those games. Bit of an uptick for what's kind of been an inconsistent season for him up to this point. But it does appear he's starting to smooth a couple of things out here, using his legs a little more. Let's go look at this Raiders defense. They've been a bit down this year, obviously. They do have Max Crosby, who I believe is playing. Let's go get an update on that situation. Max Crosby did pop up on the Raiders injury report, and Crosby is active. So that's a good news for the Raiders there. They're going to be getting their guy back. And that is wonderful for the Raiders. You know they're happy about that one for sure. Let's go look at these defensive rankings here, just to give you an idea for how things are going. Raiders, not a great running defense, giving up 110 per game. They're in that more bottom half of the league in terms of that, whereas the Broncos, I mean, they got a rushing offense that is struggling to get going this season. It's just not something they've been able to really figure out, and especially since J.K. Dobbins went down, that might as well kind of be the just the Overton window there for the Broncos running attack, man. Once J.K. Dobbins went down, it has not been good for them. Only about 80 or so yards in their last couple of games with R.J. Harvey starting. I think we're going to see R.J. Harvey. I think we're going to see him start to do a little bit better today. It's really, I mean, yeah, rough kind of setup here as these Broncos are going for just any sort of consistency in the run game. I think they have an opportunity to get things right today. Meanwhile, on the defense, a shaky game for the Broncos last week. Still 5th in total defense in yards per game. Passing yards per game, they certainly take a hit. Doesn't tank them outside of the top 10. I believe they are at 10th. Just under the Atlanta Falcons. Rushing defense, Broncos still holding a spot there in that top 5. Jacksonville, best rush defense in the league. They're stonewalling Jonathan Taylor and that Colts offense right now. Of course, speaking of that game, prayers for Daniel Jones, man. It really sucks to see Jones go down. He was in real time rewriting the narrative of his career, and just to see him go down in the way that he did, non-contact, just with the whole way that went, I mean, you absolutely hate to see that for the guy. So yeah, I mean, this is a game that on paper the Broncos are absolutely set up to win, but of course we did see the Raiders play the Broncos tough at Mile High, and now it's going to be up to, can this offense, can they come out and make a statement? Can this defense find a way to rebound here, force some turnovers against what has been a turnover-prone offense this season? Let's go look at that turnover category here. I mean, the Raiders not doing too hot in the differential there. They're -3, so their defense can force takeaways considering how many giveaways their offense has. Let me move a thing over here. I mean, 17 giveaways, 14 forced turnovers. Meanwhile, Broncos 10 forced turnovers on 13 total giveaways. So they are, or 10 to 13. So they're also -3. They just give the ball away less, but they also take it away less. Same differential one way or another. You'd like to see the Broncos get that up a little bit there, maybe try and get it to positive, or at least neutral. Yeah, we are playing against a quarterback that is prone to throwing the interception. Geno Smith, certainly the league leader up to this point. We go pull up Geno's numbers right quick. Certainly hasn't been the season he's had in Seattle, or the couple of seasons. 15 touchdowns, 14 INTs through 12 games there. It's been a rough go for him, throwing more than one a game. But you know, Geno Smith, he does still have his good games. I mean, 289 against the Commanders. There was another pretty good game in here. Yeah, against Cleveland, 285 and a touchdown. Played okay against the Chargers. Wasn't his best game by any means, but certainly wasn't a complete stinker. We are just a few minutes away from kickoff, so hopefully we can get a few more people here in the room here in the near future on this one. I might go in kind of, yeah, we'll throw that there. In just a minute. Getting something set up over on the side. Yeah, man, it's I think we're in for a pretty good game today. I think this Broncos defense is going to rebound, especially playing the offense that they're playing at the moment. And yeah, I think this offense, I think Bo Nix is going to, you know, keep himself rolling. I think he's going to stay away from the turnovers that impacted him a couple of weeks ago there. 2 interceptions against the Raiders last time these two teams played. Broncos injuries. We are going to be down DJ Jones. I believe Zach Allen and Pat Bryant might be active. But I do know, see, a couple of guys don't have game statuses, so they are going to be game time decisions, it appears. Not sure if we're going to get any word on that before things start. So we'll certainly have to see here. Yeah, a couple of guys that are more or less game time decisions. No word on them yet, I don't believe. Both of those were not assigned statuses at all. They both missed Thursday. So that is certainly less than ideal if the Broncos are without a couple of key guys. They obviously love Pat Bryant on offense. The guy throws his body at people, throws great blocks. And Zach Allen is obviously Zach Allen. Huge run stuffer there for the Broncos in the middle that they could be without. And again, they are already without DJ Jones coming into this one. He's out for the game. I don't remember what his injury actually was. I believe it was something in the lower body. But yeah, Bryant and Allen, those are game time decisions. They were not assigned anything. But Jones will, I believe, be missing out on the game. Bryant and Allen were cleared. But yeah, DJ Jones, I believe, is going to be out. It was an ankle thing. Yeah, we can get an injury report here. Yeah, DJ Jones ruled out. So certainly less than ideal circumstances there for the Broncos, but they'll make do. I like Denver's defensive line depth, and I think it's really going to give Savion Jones a chance to come in and get some snaps that he hasn't gotten otherwise this season with how good the Broncos' D-line rotation has been. Hang on, Savion Jones is going to get some snaps. That's for sure this game. You know, rookie 4th rounder that we snagged this year. We've been kind of waiting for Jones to get a little bit more time. So he's certainly going to get it in this matchup for sure. Of course, Broncos with one of the best pass rushes in the National Football League. And this offense, the offense has just got to keep up a little bit. They got to keep building on some good games. And we're going to be hoping that this running game can really get it going here against a Raiders run defense that has not been the best this season. They're not completely awful, I guess. They are bottom half of the league, though, so you definitely hope that the Broncos can go through and take advantage of that as the game progresses. Would love to see RJ Harvey just have an efficient day. I don't need him to go for, like 150, but I would like to see him have an efficient day, maybe score a touchdown. We know the Broncos are going to rotate their guys in at running back. Jalil's going to get some snaps. Bidae's going to get some snaps as well. It's just going to be, whether or not they can actually hit those holes. I know that's kind of been the whole thing on RJ is between the tackles. Not a whole lot of love for him there. So we'll see if they're able to change things up. We'll see what they've been able to improve with all that. But here we go. We are getting over to kickoff here. We'll see who's got the ball here to start things out. Peyton and Carroll going against each other. Second time this season. They've got a bit of a history over in the NFC. But here we go. It will be the Raiders that are going to kick this thing off. Broncos going to get the ball first. Daniel Carlson will be on to boot this thing away. Longtime Raiders kicker. Average field position at the roughly 32-yard line. Of course, touchbacks are the detriment that they are now, really shortening the field for the defense and for the offense. So here we go. Carlson is set, and this one is now in the sky, and that will be fielded inside the 5. Mims trying to make something happen there, and just nothing doing for him. No block set up, and the Broncos are going to start out at the 19-yard line. I believe that was lob number 23 for the Raiders coming in to belt Marvin Mims. No blocks really set up for him. No opportunity for him to cut that just out to the outside anywhere. And that is how the game begins. Pat Bryant, I do see him on the field there. So Bryant was cleared to play, and he is in. Was working with a calf injury throughout the week. Didn't practice Thursday. But good to see him back on the field. Good to see him. All right. So here we go. 1st and 10. Nix will come out in a pistol set there. I believe that's an offensive lineman in the backfield with him. No, it's Troutman. Nix will swing it out to Harvey, going right side, following Troutman. Now he's got a little bit of room, and it's going to be an early Bronco first down. Looks to be a gain of 11 up to the 30-yard line. And on a first play, I mean, they just screen it out. They come out in that offset pistol there. Not quite a full house. Maybe give it 2 bedrooms, no kitchen in that formation there. They swing it out on the screen. And Adam Troutman, nobody really for him to block, so we just see Harvey accelerate. So here we go. 1st and 10 once again. Nix will, I believe, remain in the gun. Yes, he will. It's an empty set for him there. I believe that is 11 personnel for him. Tight end and the running back split out on that left side. They empty the thing out. Play clock down to 1. They get it off. Nix, short drop, throws it short. He's got Sutton at the 35, and he tries to turn upfield there. Gets up to the 37-yard line. Gain of 7. Broncos trying to stay in rhythm as they get this opening drive underway. Looking to go down and get points here. Looking for a little more consistency out of the offense. We see Bryant exit the game there. He'll sub in with Humphrey coming into the game. RJ Harvey also on the sideline, so one of these other backs are going to get a chance here. It's going to be Beatty in the I form. Nix under center. It's going to be, I believe, 22 personnel for him. Nix will hand it off going left side. Tyler Bidet looking for room, and he gets spun down right there at the 38. No gain on the play. And that's going to set up the first 3rd down of the game for the Broncos. 3rd and short for him. Just trying to stay on schedule, trying to stay... I don't know. That's just kind of the whole mantra of the offense there, is staying on schedule. They are still on schedule here. 3rd and 2. Should be a nice, easy, early 3rd down conversion for him here. But, of course, Max Crosby on that other side. You never know. And this is an AFC West game, so you really, really, really never know. It's going to be a gun set for Nix. It's going to be 2 guys split out to the right side, and now they'll empty it out. Harvey will rejoin the backfield. The Nix is left. Trips on the right side, Nix taking the snap. He'll throw. Nix, he swings it out for Harvey, who's going to get eaten alive. No, he breaks out of a tackle, and Harvey's got a first down. Jamal Adams flew into the backfield and just could not bring RJ Harvey to the ground. RJ getting wiggly, keeping the legs moving. I just want to see what happens. It's man-to-man coverage. Adams, just can't finish the tackle against RJ Harvey. Harvey keeping his legs going, just gets, he gets parallel with the ground, but he just keeps the legs moving and pretty much backs into a first down. Let's make a 1-for-1. It's going to be a single back set. Harvey will remain in the game. Nix under center. He's going to turn around, play fake booting. Now he throws it. He's got Troy Franklin on the left side for what appears to be a gain of 5 or 6 up to, I believe, about the 45-yard line. Franklin with a nice first down catch there, and he'll stay over there on the sideline. They'll sub him out of the game there for a play or what could be two. It's a gain of 5, 2nd and 5 now for the Broncos, up to the 45-yard line. 11:43 and ticking down in the game so far. Broncos trying to move this thing, really taking their time a little bit here, just going methodical with it, just trying to stick with what works. Nix remains under center. You got 2 tight ends over on the left side of the formation in Mercedes Lewis, and we're going to have a timeout. And we'll see who called it. It was the Raiders calling a timeout. Broncos were out in 12 personnel. Had Mercedes Lewis in with Adam Troutman. That's the blocking setup. Both guys were over on that right side of the formation. Just out there in the single back. Broncos have been under center a lot so far on this first drive. Maybe it's a little more of an even split than I think it is there. Raiders coaching might not have liked what they saw. So they'll get that quick timeout in. I'll get a quick sip of water. Don't forget to like the stream. Helps get me out more into the algorithm. Of course, if you are enjoying the play-by-play up to this point, here we go. 2nd and 5. Broncos once again in the single back. Same personnel. They got 12 personnel now. They're going to motion Sutton a little further out on that left side. Nix will go play action once again. Stands in the pocket, delivers a ball. That is McLaughlin. And McLaughlin has a first down over the 45-yard line down to the Raider 44. And the Broncos now into enemy territory. Still going slow and methodical. Nix delivering the ball, spreading it out just a bit there. They had 2 guys over on that right side in pass pro, just both tight ends. Mercedes Lewis is the only guy that really stays in there to pass pro, help out Mike McGlinchey on that right side. Troutman did split out. Broncos are going to empty this thing out again. I believe that is 0-1 or 0-1 personnel. I don't see a running back. No, it is 11 personnel. McLaughlin split out all the way to the right side. Engram, the tightest man in that trip set to the right side. Nix taking the snap. Raiders bring 4. Crosby coming in to wreak havoc, and Nix is going to get sacked. Number 97 that gets in to get that contact. That is Hemingway at Dirt's Nix there. Had heavy pressure coming in on the right side. They leave McGlinchey one-on-one. But Bulls as well gets beat by an inside move as Nix is trying to step up. Looks to be a loss of 2 to 3 on that one. It's going to be 2nd down still. This week has been confusing for my love of football. It happens, buddy. It happens. It's a loss of 3. 2nd and 13 now. Nix will come out in the gun once again. Harvey checks in at running back now in the backfield. Nix dropping. Stands in the pocket. Floater ball, and he's got Sutton at the sticks. Down to the Raider 33. It's a gain of 15, and that will set up another Bronco first down. Nix just standing there in the pocket, doesn't really drop a whole lot and just delivers a great back shoulder ball to Cortland Sutton. Turns around, working on Porter on that left side. Just a great ball there for the first down. Sutton getting involved pretty early on this drive, and we've got under 10 minutes so far on the drive. Nix will now come out under center now. It's going to be 12 personnel once again. Single back set. Nix hands it off. Harvey looking for something up the middle, and he's got it! Harvey down to the 19! First down for the Broncos, and R.J. Harvey finding himself a couple of gaps to move through in this line. Let's see what they do. Nobody pulls. It's just a straight power run. It's just Quinn Miners completely cleans out a D lineman off of the line of scrimmage, and R.J. Harvey with the burst to pick a hole and put his foot in the dirt, and he gets upfield very quickly. Great run by the Broncos, and that's going to set up now in the Raider red zone at the 18-yard line. Nix in the gun. It's going to be Prentice that goes in motion from right to left. Nix taking the snap, dropping now, just going to check it down to Harvey, who's going to have to pull a miracle to get any further than the line of scrimmage. It's Chin and White that are in to kind of run him out of bounds there, right at the line of scrimmage. Going to go for no gain on the play there, and that brings up 2nd and 10, so about as good or bad as an incompletion. More or less there. Harvey gets another catch, so for anyone in PPR, there you go. He's got something there. Harvey will check out of the game with 8:17 to go. They'll bring in another one of the running backs here in this committee room, and that will be Jaleel McLaughlin. It's going to be Nix under center, 11 personnel, 3 wide receivers on the field. They motion Troutman to the right side. Nix will hand it off. McLaughlin going right, bounces back left side, breaks a tackle, and he's down to the 11-yard line. We got a flag down on the play, though, and this could be coming back. We might have a hold somewhere on that cutback lane that McLaughlin took, and this likely coming back. We'll see what they call. IU number 1, yes sir, Indiana. No, it's offside on the defense. That play will stand. They get Max Crosby lined up in the neutral zone. So the run stands for Jaleel McLaughlin, who just kind of tearing through a couple of guys. And yeah, Crosby did fall off sides. I'm surprised Nix didn't pull that to try and find something down the field in the end zone on the freebie. It's a gain of 5 as it stands, 2nd and 5. Or unless they did take it. Now they might have took it for the down. Either way, 2nd down now for the Broncos. I-form set. It's Tyler Beatty that enters the game now. It's going to be 22 personnel here. Nix will hand it off going left side. Beatty bounces off a guy and keeps the legs moving for a first down. 2nd and 5. They get 6 on it, and Tyler Beatty able to keep the legs moving there. And this Broncos offense now down inside the Raider 10-yard line. He bounces off of Adam Prentice blocking up ahead of him. Or not quite to the Raider 5, but they are down to the 6. At least it appeared. And the Broncos have taken off more than half of this first quarter during this one drive. 7-13 and ticking down now when they bring out an extra offensive lineman. You got 13 personnel now coming out. Of course, Crum does count as a tight end. Nix under center. He will hand it off. Harvey going right side. They run it weak side. Breaks a tackle. Tries to keep fighting ahead there, and he's not going to get much further than where he is contacted, but it's inside the 5. Looked forward progress might have got him down to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Broncos with under 7 to go here in the first quarter. They run it weak side there. They load up the left side of the line with an extra O-lineman and 2 tight ends. Or another tight end. I believe Troutman might have been lined up on the right side. Either way, they run it weak side, and they find a little bit of yardage there for Harvey. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and goal to go now. Nix will come out in the gun. It's going to be trips on the left side, bunched into the formation. Pretty much Bryant's hip is right off of Bulls, more or less. Sutton isolated to the right side. Nix snaps it. Standing in the pocket. Now rolling a little bit now. Nix looking. Nix tried to fall back. The kind of jump ball it there. Looking for Harvey in the back corner of the end zone. Goes incomplete there. Nix trying to make a play there. And I'm convinced that if Nix just commits to running it, Nix can run this in easy. He keeps looking for something down the field, but a gap opens up between the coverage there. Nix had a rush lane that he should have taken, and he just doesn't there. He's got his eyes downfield, but maybe looking for the pass a little too much. So here we go. Brings up 3rd and goal to go here. Broncos need to find a way to convert in the red zone on some of these drives. They've been taking a lot of field goals. Harvey goes in motion before settling back to Nix's right at the 2x2 set. 11 personnel. Nix gets set. And we've got something. Do we have a no? It's going to be delay a game on the Broncos. Play clock ran down to 11, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And the Broncos have backed themselves up now to, I believe it'll be about their own 9, give or take. Play took a little too long to get in, it would appear. So that's going to change what the Broncos want to do here on 3rd and goal. They were still out in the gun for the 3rd and goal, but we'll see what they do here now. They were certainly tighter just a moment ago. That'll back them up to their own 8-yard line. Nix will come out in an empty set. Trips bunch on the left side. That's Engram with Mims and I believe Franklin. Nix taking the snap. Short drop. Now he's going to look to run. Bo Nix up the middle. Touchdown, Denver. Nix calls his own number, and it's number 10 for an 8-yard scamper. And I got to figure out how to change the score here. Had to get down to the layer for it, and that's an early opening drive touchdown for the Broncos, and they've taken almost 9 minutes off of this clock. Nix just had something open up immediately in the middle there. It's a great block by Palczewski to keep that guy out of the play. Somebody wanted a holding call on that, and they don't get it. So Nix turns a negative into a positive. Lutz will come on and knock this thing through for the extra point. And after one drive in roughly 9 minutes, the Broncos come out of it with a 7-0 lead. I was saying that they needed to find ways to turn the 3s into 6s in the red zone, and they do just that. Nix using that athleticism to scamper into the end zone, and that will take us to our first commercial break. Of course, if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget to like. A huge Broncos fan over here, and I am extremely passionate about what I do when it comes to the play-by-play stuff. So it certainly helps me in the algorithm too. If you do throw a like on the stream, I certainly appreciate it. Man, what a first drive, man. I mean, Nix looks sharp throwing the ball. Had a nice little back shoulder throw to Sutton for a first down that converted a 2nd and 13. The running game looked good as well. I mean, RJ Harvey was schmoving there a little bit, man. RJ Harvey with some good carries. Bidet had a nice carry there. Even McLaughlin had a really nice carry up there as well. It does take us to our first commercial break. So yeah, I mean, that's everything you love to see in a drive. You get the best of just about every world. Run game looked good. Nix was good throwing the ball. Not a whole lot to complain about there. And then, Nix using the legs there after really that 2nd and goal. I mean, Nix had a rushing lane. So basically just making us wait for the Bo Nix rushing touchdown. And that's just the first drive of the game. And we've ran 9 minutes off of the clock. Man, the Broncos have already scored 70% of their points from that Thursday night game, so you hope they don't stop there. Because I think every Broncos fan in, a 5,000-mile radius wants to see an absolute ass-whooping put on the Raiders today, man. Just something to hang our hats on for sure. Maybe win a comfortable game. Of course, I am talking through the lens of a Broncos fan. I don't know how much more obvious I can make that, but... No, that's a great first drive for the Broncos, man. Probably the best first drive I've seen all year. Of course, again, we are in commercial break, so not a whole lot that we can do. We can, however, go look at some of these other scores from around the league, because a lot happened today, and I'm curious to see how some of these games ended, because there was a lot going on. Jags win, Hawks win, Vikings, J.J. McCarthy wins, Bills hang on and come back, and the Saints make it a tie with the Panthers for the Buccaneers in the NFC South. We'll get to a little more of this here later on in the game here during some of these commercial breaks, but here we go. We're going to be back in Las Vegas. Broncos ran a 14-play, 81-yard drive that burned 8:54 off of the clock. And it was Bo Nix using his legs. So here we go. Lutz will boot this thing away. This will be fielded at the goal line and will be returned up to the 20, making a move there, and he will not get past there. Looks like Jonah Ellis, he got up to the 29, excuse me. Jonah Ellis was in on that tackle. A couple of other Broncos gunners in on that one as well. So now it's time for the Raiders' first possession. Of course, we were touching on Geno Smith there and the turnover problems that he's had this season. 14 interceptions in only 12 games. Looking a little bit more like the Geno Smith of old compared to the Geno Smith of Seattle. So here we go. It's going to be... Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm losing myself here. It's going to be trips on that right side. Ashton Genty will line up to the right of Geno Smith as well. Geno in the gun. Now one man isolated. Now they're going to motion Bowers over to the left side. Taking the snap now. Geno looking. Geno stands in the pocket. Delivers the ball over the middle for a first down. To be a perfect gain of 10 there to big number 80 over the middle. That's going to get the Raiders pretty much an exact gain of 10. They get a first down on that one up to the 39-yard line. Still can't get a name on the guy there. I think Hufanga tripped over him while he was trying to get up. It's a good open field tackle by Hufanga, who had a little bit of tackling issues last week. Clock ticks under 5.5 to go here in this first quarter. The first down up to the 42, under center now, I form. They're going to pitch it out to the left side. That's Genty. Genty looking for room, and he's not going to get a ton. He gets a gain of 3 before Jonathan Cooper and Malcolm Roach drive him backwards to the line. Of course, forward progress will give him those 3 yards, and that'll be up to just about the 45. Bronco defense looking to make a statement here. Of course, this Raiders O-line has been bad these past couple of weeks. Double-digit sacks allowed on Geno Smith in just the past 2 games. They had 10 in that Cleveland game. And the Broncos looking to add to that total and make it a lot more in the past 3. Geno will go under center for this one. It's going to be a single back set. It's going to be a bit of a heavier set on that right side. A weird stack trips over there. Geno goes play action there. Pass rush getting in. No, he delivers a strike to number 1, and that gets him into Bronco territory down to the Bronco 43. So the Raiders looking to come right out and respond. That was number 1 for the Raiders that made that catch there. That was Tucker. Just running a good little crossing route there. Something you'd see out of a mesh or a samurai concept. They spread him out now. Empty set now for Geno Smith. He's got 3 eligible to the right side. Taking the snap. Geno, quick drop, loading up, and fires to the right side. And that is going to be Ashton Jeanty lined up at receiver. It's Jahdae Barron on the tackle, and that gets him across the Bronco 40 down to the 38, I believe is what it was. So Raiders now looking to go on a nice little response drive here. Not going to let the Broncos really give it to them easy here. And I mean, I was talking to Trent about this before the game. I mean, it's any given Sunday. I really think the Broncos, want to embarrass the Raiders, but at the same time, they got to execute. So here we go. It's going to be under center now. Trips on that left side. Brock Bowers makes it so. And they will hand it off, trying to go up the middle, and Jeanty's not going to have a whole lot of places to go. Oh, he's keeping the legs moving there, and I think they whistled him down. It's a gain of 3 on 2nd and 5. And that's going to make it 3rd and 2 there. Jeanty able to kind of keep driving through that first contact. That will set up a 3rd and short. First 3rd down for the Raiders today and for the Bronco defense, who are looking to rebound after a rough week against the Commanders on 3rd down last week. At least a rough first half. They did clean it up for the most part in the second half, but it still wasn't great. So here we go. They call it 3rd and 3. It's probably more 3rd and 2.5. It's a gun set with it's a 2x2 set. That right side a little bunched in. Geno dropping. Geno standing in the pocket now. Now he's got to try to escape. He zips one to number 80 there, and that's going to be a first down. Oh, just able to make something out of nothing there. Geno stands in the pocket, and before he starts rolling, he sees number 80 over on that right side swinging out, and he's able to deliver it to him in stride, and they're able to get the first down on that one. Yeah, Geno just finds himself in trouble there for a minute in the pocket. He had Zach Allen trying to get onto him from behind, but Geno just comes through and delivers a nice ball to get a first down, and they're down to the Bronco 30. Geno under center now, Jeanty in the backfield. Single back set. Broncos loading up the line here. I believe they're out in, I think they're 4-3 on this one, or might be 4-2. They're going to blitz. And here's the handoff to Jeanty. Jeanty going to get a few yards here. Falls forward. Looks to be a gain of 5 or 6 down to the 25 or the 24 of the Broncos. And suddenly the Raiders knocking on the door of the Broncos red zone here, trying to score some points and answer the touchdown that they allowed on their side. And he starts it to the right side before he cuts it back up the middle there, finds a gap. Broncos don't really have a whole lot of guys there at the second level, just with how loaded that line was. They give him 6 on that. That'll be down to the 29. Broncos have not allowed an opening drive touchdown all season. They're looking to keep that here. Geno's going to go under center. Once again, left side loaded up for them with some tight ends. They hand it off to Jeanty once again, and Jeanty going to drive forward, and he's got a first down. Falls backwards, it seems, and that should get him a gain of 5 on 2nd and 4, and that'll be another new set of downs for the Raiders. That run game starting to work for him here just a little bit. Oy, oy, oy. Not loving this. Bronco defense maybe still not fully awake. Broncos look to be in a 3-4 set now. Geno dropping. Quick drop, trying to screen it out to Jeanty, who makes Benito miss. But the cavalry will get there before he can do too much damage. Riley Moss and Alex Singleton come in on the tackle. Looks to be a gain of about 4.5, 5. And we've got 34 seconds to play in this first quarter, and we've only had 2 possessions. Don't forget to like the stream. Helps me out in the algorithm. And if you really enjoy what you're hearing, you can subscribe. We're almost to that first quarter break. Raiders now looking to get the first opening drive touchdown allowed by the Bronco defense all season long. That's what they're trying to do. Geno going to come out in the gun. They're going to motion number 17 from left to right, and he's going to set up now to make it a 2x2 set. Bowers in line. Geno taking the snap. Broncos bring 4. Geno standing in the pocket, looking end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers is going to make it a 6-7 ball game pending the extra point. Bowers coming open behind that Bronco defense. Looked to be just a little sail route there. Just working, I believe, on Jaquan McMillan. His 6th touchdown of the year for Mr. Bowers. I'd try to make a Bowser joke about him maybe stealing the Broncos princess. However, his name is Bowers, not Bowser. Oh, so that's going to bring on Daniel Carlson. for the extra point. It'll be the final play of this first quarter. 0's on the clock. Quick little untimed down. Carlson is up, and it is good. We've had 2 drives here in the first quarter. Both of them go for touchdowns. Both of them long possessions, and it's Brock Bowers that ties the game. Just gets lost behind Jaquan McMillan and is over to the side of, I believe it was Brandon Jones. Oy, oy, oy. We might be in for a good one, folks. We may be in for a good one. Should I create bots to get Perna to 1 million so he burns the curse wheel? I don't think Perna needs bots to get to 1 milli in 2 months. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit of extra motivation for him. Maybe that's to pull up the tweet. Of course, though, if you want to help out small independent creators, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well on the stream. Helps me get out to more Broncos fans and more football fans alike. And I've been guesting on a couple of more podcasts lately, man. I've been on David's Horsepower Hour. I had Marquee Sports Denver around here. That curse wheel needs to go. Yeah, for sure. Oh man. So I mean, we've had 2 possessions that took up the entire quarter, man. I feel like that's a little bit rare. I mean, the Broncos offense came out looking methodical, and that it looked like that first 15 was getting its work in. But then they come in, the Raiders come down and they respond immediately. It has irreversibly damaged the Colts. I don't think you're wrong, especially the way this year has gone. Goodness gracious, man. Yeah, I think the Colts may be lost if they can't figure something out at quarterback. Maybe Riley Leonard, ends up being okay, and maybe he limps you guys into the playoffs, but with the way the season started for you guys, I mean, limping into the playoffs should have been worst case scenario. There's a very good chance you guys miss entirely. There is a very good chance the Colts miss the playoffs entirely, and I hate talking like that, but I mean, we are still in commercial break, so you are not missing anything if you are just joining us or you're just listening to me yap here. Here, probably in a couple of drives, I'm going to have to go snag me a little bit of water. Usually work through bottles of water pretty quick, trying to keep my, trying to keep the old whistle wet here. So here we go. Raiders are going to be set to kick this thing off. It's the rare second quarter kickoff here. Bagel, no, go lay down. Bagel, go lay down. Oof. So here we go. Carlson will boot this thing away, and that will be fielded at the 5 by Marvin Mims. Marvin looking to get an electric return here. Going to try to cut it up there. Makes a man miss, and he's up past the 30. And he gets dragged down at the 34-yard line. We do have a flag on the field here. So Broncos could be starting with worse field position. If this is a hold, they're going to be starting. I think they're going to have better field position regardless of what the penalty is here, because you don't start much worse than the 19 with the new kickoff rules. It is holding on the receiving team there. They tag Chris Abrams drain on that one. Backup defensive back. Got a bit of playing time, or a lot of playing time, while Pat Surtain was hurt. And they flag, I believe, the 2nd or 3rd year corner on the play there. So Broncos are going to be set up at their own 24-yard line now. It is still better field position than where they started on their first possession there. Of course, they go 81 yards on that first possession. And now they'll be looking to go down and respond once again to the Raider touchdown. It was Brock Bowers that tied this up on a throw from Geno Smith. 14:52 to go here in the half. 3rd possession of the game. 2nd Broncos possession. I form set here for Nix. And he will play fake it. Boots to his left side now. Nix lets one rip, and he's got Lil Jordan Humphrey across the 30. Gets him down to the 32-yard line, and that's a gain. It's enough for a first down. That much is for damn sure. Maybe got a little higher than I thought he did there. Camera angle's not helping me figure out the yard line. But it's a nice throw to Lil Jordan Humphrey. Just works wide open. Coming across the field there. Just a nice little crossing route or a backside dig route there. Nix rolling to his left, able to hit it. Of course, they're showing the AFC playoff picture. It's big that Denver wins this. It's an I-form set once again. I believe that is 22 personnel. They hand it off up the middle. RJ Harvey with a little bit of a groove, and he gets up to the 40-yard line. It's to be a gain of 7. And that should set the Broncos up now, second and short. 14 minutes to go in the half. Warren had to have some ability if the Colts feel comfortable making him the emergency quarterback. True. I mean, he's an athletic guy, man, and he has taken snaps for you guys, obviously, just with, like, the tush-push stuff. Here we go. Nix will be in the gun here for second and 4. It was a gain of 6 up to the 40. It's going to be a 2x2 set now, 11 personnel. Nix taking the snap. Short drop, look in, turnaround route, and he's got Pat Bryant for a first down. Looks to be a gain of 5. And they'll give him about 5.5 on that one. Move the chains again. Broncos got a little bit of rhythm going here in this passing attack right now. Just hit a nice little curl to Pat Bryant, it looked like. Maybe a stem route. Didn't really look like an inside or outside curl one way or another. There's a couple of different names for that route if it is what I think it is. Broncos look to go heavy here. It's at least 12 personnel right now, just from the one camera shot I had. It is indeed 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, and they will end up on the left side together, Lewis and Troutman. Nix taking the snap. They hand it off. Harvey unable to break out of the grasp of number 49 on that Raider defense. He gets blown up in the backfield there. That's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. That's going to be second and 13. They got a nice run earlier in the drive there, but nobody was letting Harvey go on that one. Goodness gracious. Broncos have been running the ball good today, but the Raiders get an early win on this second possession. And RJ Harvey unable to find any room. Second and 13 now. Broncos looking to go down and respond. Nix taking the snap out of the gun. They had a man in motion. Now Nix looks over, left side. That's Marvin Mims. Jumps up a little to make the catch. And they get back within the field of the sticks there. I believe that's a gain of 6. It's going to make it 3rd and 7. Maybe 3rd and 8. And we got a Raider down. No. That's Kelly, number 36. I believe that is Q Blue Kelly. Grabbing at his left knee, it looked like. With 12:12 to go, they're going to step aside. Oh. Yeesh. I believe that was Q Blue Kelly down with a knee injury. That's right where he was grabbing after the play, and he was still down. Really writhing in pain. He had a foot bouncing in pain, just writhing around. Ugh. Nah, you hate to see that. You absolutely hate to see that. I might need to go grab some laundry out real quick. Thank you. Okay. Had a bunch of work hoodies and stuff. Anheuser-Busch supplies me pretty much with free merchandise. Hi, Good Live. Thank you. I'm gonna call you RW here. We're gonna go RW for sure. Happy to see you here in the stream. Hope everyone is enjoying what they're hearing up to this point. Of course, if you want to help me out, you can throw a like on the video or on the stream, throw a subscribe, all that good jazz. We are in an injury timeout. I believe it was Q Blue Kelly, number 36 for the Raiders, going down with a knee injury there. It looked painful. He was down and writhing on the field there, and that is everything you hate to see, man. It was Daniel Jones earlier for the Colts trying to limp off what could very well be an Achilles tear. And now another man goes down, Q Blue Kelly. This one for the Raiders. It does bring us back to the broadcast, though. Broncos are going to have a third down. Broncos are going to have a third down. Sorry, my stream was throwing me off over on the other monitor. Okay. It's a 7-7 ball game. 12-12 to go here in the game. And oh no. They're carting off Q Blue Kelly. They're going to put him up on the card, and that's a big loss for the Raiders. Just for the team as a whole, not just that defense. Q Blue Kelly's been playing some pretty good ball for him. He had 2 interceptions and nicks during that Thursday night game. Ugh. Yeah, and like I said, he was grabbing at that knee just right as that play ended. They're actually cutting to another break. I think they were just giving a bit of an update there. So they go back to break over at CBS. And again, man, you hate to see that. I hope he's okay. I hope he's able to play again this year, man. Q Blue Kelly is a pretty damn good corner from everything I've seen. Maybe a Raider fan, might have something to say otherwise on that one, but he seems to be a pretty good corner for you guys. A couple of scores around the league here. We can come peek at these here for just a minute. The early window, man, was really, really bipolar. Titans-Browns was a damn good game. Titans escape. Titans come up with a win there, a 2-point win, 31-29. Cam Ward goes 15-28 for 117, 2 touchdowns. Shadur Sanders on the other side, 23-42 for 364. Tony Pollard, 161 yards, 25 carries, and 2 tutties for him. Shadur Sanders, the leading rusher for the Browns, and that's about the last thing you want if you're Cleveland there. And I might have some new activities after the game. Give me just a minute. Sorry, just a minute. Yeah, so, okay, yeah, there we go. My truck might almost be ready. My truck might be ready. I might make a short about getting my truck back, man, because I have missed my truck so goddamn much this last little bit. That's my Christmas present from my stepdad. Is I get to drive my truck again. And this is the official term for it. What's called a slave cylinder in a stick shift pretty much is what, if I've gauged it right, like distributes your brake fluid from the reservoir down to the actual clutch while the wheels spin. They get Q Blue Kelly onto the cart, second-year man out of Stanford. So they cart him off. Broncos have this now, 3rd and 8 at their own 47. It's a 3-by-1 set, 3 to the right side. Nix taking the snap. 5-step drop now, gets set. Now he's got to escape a little bit there. Slings one on the run. He's got Cortland Sutton. Forward progress has a first down, and there is a flag down on this one. And it's going to be holding on the Raiders. That's what the refs are motioning there. That's going to be declined. And that's going to be a big first down for the Broncos. Cortland Sutton gets some early involvement. Getting some very early involvement in this game. Nix and Sutton appear to be on the same page. I've got a couple of calls ready if a couple of guys score. Man, you guys are going to like these. I just need these guys to score here. I need a Cortland Sutton score for what I've got prepared for that, man. A lot of fighting there at the top of the route, but it's they're able to get it to the Raider 49. Nix out of the gun now. It was trips to the right side. Nix will swing this out to Tyler Bidet, who will scamper out of bounds there at about the 40 or the 39. That'll be a gain of, I believe they're going to give him 5 on that one, down to the 34. So the Broncos now, they convert the big 3rd and 8 now, and they're just trying to keep going positively here. They get a gain of, I think it is 5 on that one. I don't think he got any further in the 34. It's going to bring up 2nd down now. Broncos trying to respond to that Raiders possession there. It's the first opening drive touchdown the Broncos have given up all season long. It is a gain of 5 down to the 39-yard or to the 34-yard line. Nix will come into this one under center. They sent Bryant in motion. They will hand it off, and that is McLaughlin getting eaten alive in the backfield. That is Max XX Crosby. crossing out that play on second down for the Broncos, and he just, who's he working on here? He's working one-on-one with Adam Troutman. And I mean, that's just a death sentence there for any running back. He comes from the backside and just wraps down McLaughlin in the backfield. It's a loss of 1, 3rd and 6. Broncos already with a long third down conversion on this drive. Can they do it again? Nick's in the gun, 2-by-2. I believe that is Bidet to his right side. What is going on? Something froze. Nick's taking the snap. It's a long drop there off his back foot. Throwing back shoulder. Incomplete. Looking for Sutton. Sutton kind of wanted a flag on the back end of that. It's Porter working on him. And that will, I believe, bring up this Broncos punt team now. And my internet or something is losing its mind. Were they trying to delineate if that's a penalty or not? I couldn't tell what they were looking for. So they're actually going to come out now to try a field goal. This will be a pretty long kick. It got down to the 34. I believe this one might be from 53. No, 58-yard attempt. And I think they were just trying to get the Raiders off sides. I think they're just going to take the delay of game and punt this one away. So they line up for the field goal there, just, I think, trying to get the Raiders to jump. It would have been from 58 if they had snapped it and tried it. Crawshaw, tried running open the hand there, didn't get anything. So Crawshaw is the only specialist that's going to remain on the field here, and the Broncos will punt this on now 4th and 11. They'll be looking to pin the Raiders deep into their own territory now with 10-10 to go in the half. So here we go. Snap is clean. Kick is clean. And that'll be fair caught at the 5-yard line. Great kick by Jeremy Crawshaw. Pins the Raiders deep in their own territory. He's been doing that all season long. Go vote for Crawshaw to go to the Pro Bowl. And that is going to take us to another break. And Raiders will have the ball for their second possession. Bronco defense will be looking to do more or less the same thing there. Force a Raider punt. Raiders had a good methodical drive going down on their first possession. Now they're going to have to go 95 yards if they want to score a touchdown there. Of course, you got to go less if you want to just take the lead, but yeah, man, what a long going so far. Not a lot of possessions. It's shaping up to be a game the way both these teams are playing right now. Possessions are going to be at an absolute premium. I mean, both teams are holding the ball for a while. Both Bronco drives have been roughly about 5+ minutes there. I believe they only had it for about 4 on that one. But whatever the case, man, I mean, in a game where possessions are already at a premium, this one especially is looking like it's going to shape up to be more of the same. Bronco defense now going to be looking to get a similar stop to what the Raiders just did. Thinking about going and making myself a cup of coffee at halftime, just so I got some warm liquid to kind of soothe my throat a little bit here. Man, these streams do put a good amount on me. Not that I'd ever not go all out here. I mean, hell, I've done streams where I was sick and still putting out as best as I could. But hey, I mean, we kind of do the whole song and dance here as we hit commercial breaks. But if you are enjoying the stream and you want to help me get out into the algorithm, of course, a like certainly helps that for whatever God runs the YouTube algorithm. It helps get me out to more people. I'd very much appreciate it. And if you're really, really enjoying what you're hearing here, I would very, very much appreciate it if you did subscribe. I'm on the quest to 200. Trying to hit 200 before the end of the regular season. It'd be cool if we could hit that. So yeah, let's set a goal here. Let's hit 5 likes on here. Come on. We can hit that. I know we can hit that. But yeah, man, it's, I mean, back and forth those first couple of possessions there. Broncos' second possession, they're unable to get close enough to put points on the board. There's not a whole lot of working for them there. So here we go. Second Raiders possession. And they're going to be starting inside of their own 10-yard line, backed up to their own 5. It's going to be under center. I form here for the Raiders. They send Tucker in motion. Gino will go play action here. Now he's going to swing it out to Genti, who barely gets out of the end zone there. They're going to lose one on the play, back to the 4. I mean, it's a good job to not get tackled in the end zone by anybody there. There was a little bit of open space for Genti to just be able to go. He doesn't get very far, though. Of course, again, the loss of 1, but he had enough room to get it out of the end zone. I mean, it's a big margin of error, or a small margin of error where the Raiders currently are, and now they're backed up a little further. 2nd and 11, 9:30 and ticking here on this clock. It's a gun set, trips right for Gino and the Raiders offense. Play clock down to 8. Gino gets set. There's the snap. Broncos rush 4. Gino standing in there, and it's a dirt ball there. And there's a flag down. Gino was under an immense amount of pressure in the end zone there. He had that right side, or the left side of the O-line kind of collapsing in on him. He throws just an absolute dirt ball, and I think they're going to get Surtain for PI here. Yeah. There was contact there just as that receiver was trying to come around on the route there. Surtain gets a little wrapped up with him there. They get a little arm in arm. I mean, come on, Pat. We're not skipping down a field of flowers with these guys here. We're trying to beat the tar out of them, man. It's going to give the Raiders a first down at the 11-yard line. They're going to come out single back, 12 personnel for him. They motion number 18. That is, I believe, Reed or Betch. Can't really read the jersey number. They hand it off. Genti going left side. He cuts it back up the middle and carries Jonathan Cooper forward for what looks to be a gain of 4 up to the 15-yard line. And the Raiders now with a little bit of life after that penalty. That's going to make it 2nd down and 6 for them now. They'll need the 21 for a first down. Under 9 minutes to go in this first half. My nose itches. Definitely don't lag that. So here we go. Gun set now. They make it a 2x2 set. 2 tight ends over on the left side of the formation. Now Gino dropping. Short drop. Now he's under pressure, and they're going to get him. Malcolm Roach is the one that reaches a hand in there and gets him. Zach Allen helps him finish that thing off there. Both guys, I believe, are going to get a half a sack. Broncos get home with 4, and that's going to make it 3rd and long back inside the 10-yard line. Gino just nowhere to go. Malcolm Roach just wins his matchup right off of the bat, working on that left guard. Just able to get an angle to the outside. And he does the little dice celebration there, gambling there in Vegas. Here we go, 3rd and 13 now for the Raiders. They're snapping this at their own 8-yard line. Play clock down to 4. They're trying to sort out the protection there. Gino trying to get everybody set. They do. They just hand it off to Genti, who breaks out of a tackle. And he's going to be down well short of the first down. He does gain a couple there. We got a flag on the field. And this could be on the offense here. No, it's offside on the defense. Really? They get Nick Benito offsides. Benito's trying to figure out what he did wrong or where he lined up wrong. So they're going to redo 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and 8. They didn't even really show any angle that would have delineated whether or not he was offsides. So we redo 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 8 now for the Raiders. It's trips bunched to the left side with one guy isolated up top. That's a tight end, number 80. Broncos load up the line. They're showing blitz there. Gino taking the snap. They do blitz. Gino standing in the pocket. Now he's under pressure. Now he's got a guy on him. 2 of them collapse. That is Franklin Myers and Dre Greenlaw. Ball don't lie. And the Bronco defense will get off of the field, and the offense is going to have good field position to start this out after the punt. Raiders are pinned very, very far back. It takes the Bronco blitz a second to get there, too. I mean, it's 6 on 6. The running back does stay in to block, and it's just great coverage downfield. The Broncos running a zone blitz there, and a great pass-off from Moss and one of the safeties. So it's going to be A.J. Cole on for his first punt now. Right from the back line, more or less. He does get it off. It's a good kick. Fielded at midfield. Marvin Mims now looking for a lane. Wiggles out. Now he's going down the left sideline. Marvin Mims trying to direct traffic. Here we go. 15, 10, touchdown! Marvin Mims with an electric punt return. You want to talk about electric special teams plays? Well, Marvin Mims has gone down to Electric Avenue to make it a 13-7 ball game here in this second quarter. Marvin Mims with an outstanding run back. He breaks out of a tackle as soon as he gets the ball, pretty much. And then from there, it's just pure speed. He gets to directing traffic around the 30-yard line there after he breaks out of the initial squabble. And then, yeah, from there, it's on to the races, directing PJ Locke, directing JL Skinner. Huge shout to one of my guys that got an orange soda last week. Marvin Mims with a mile-high salute. Extra point now. It is up, and it is good. Broncos special teams making an impact, and they have scored a touchdown. It's almost the reverse way that the special teams made the impact in the last game against the Raiders. A blocked punt in the first game and a punt return in the second. And now the Broncos with a huge swing of momentum to their side. Defense with a couple of sacks on the last possession. And now the special teams getting into it with a punt return from Marvin Mims. Ooh, boy, I'm feeling good. Ooh, boy, I'm feeling good. Oh, man. Hey, let's get the stream up to 5 likes. That's usually my goal for these game calls here. I'd very much appreciate it. It helps get us out into the algorithm a little more, and of course, for us small sports creators, that's the most important thing for a lot of us, is just getting out and whatever. But however, I do want to thank each and every one of you for being here, man. I feel like I'm in my bag with the calls so far. Pulling out an Electric Avenue reference. I haven't listened to that song in forever, but it's just the way things are flowing right now, man. We are killing it right now. My goodness gracious. Broncos with a big 14-7 lead off of a punt return. Hey, I'm pretty sure, David, I don't know if you're in here or not, but I'm pretty sure I said Marvin Mims was due for one. So, David, if you're seeing this, man, I called it hard, buddy. Marvin Mims was due for one, and Marvin Mims gets his due. Oh, buddy. That's what makes Marvin Mims an all-pro punt returner right there, folks. When you see that in the highlights, man, you're going to see exactly why I got so hyped as soon as he broke out of the tackle. It was nothing but green grass and a punter in front of Mims. Oh, man, what a play. What an outstanding play. Absolute cinema. We can take a look at some of these other scores as well. I know we touched on that Titans-Browns game, unless we can't. It's always, as soon as I say we're going to do that they cut back to the broadcast. A couple of games have started here in this afternoon window. Rams and Cardinals is a 10-7 game. Meanwhile, Bears-Packers is a deadlock at 0 with 3 to go in the first quarter. All right, they're running through all the league sponsors right quick. I'm not going to read any of them off because it doesn't benefit me at all. And they've got that graphic wrong. Marvin Mims has a punt return beforehand. He did it in that 70-20 game. So here we go. Kickoff now. Once again, Bronco defense will come right back onto the field there. Raiders are going to get the return up to the 31, I believe. That is Raheem Mostert. JL Skinner laying down a bit of the wood there. And he had a great block on that return. He basically kills any chance that A.J. Cole had to tackle Marvin Mims on what is his second career punt return. Do not let the broadcast lie to you. Marvin Mims has a punt return in his career. He just did it in a really sorry game. Love to see the shots of the commentators as they get hype in the booth. So here we go. Geno now going to come out under center. Or no, pistol set. Single back, 2x2 for the Raiders now. They motion number 80 to the right side. Geno, short drop. Now trying to get this one in the air. He does. That is Tucker trying to break out of a tackle. And he does before he gets spun out of bounds by Talanoa Hufanga, working on Chris Abrams' drain on that left side of the field. Raiders find a first down now. Clock keeps ticking. 6 minutes to go and counting down. Raiders will get the ball coming out of the half. Broncos defense trying to get another stop there to let the offense go back out and do something here. Gun set now for him. It's going to be trips to that right side. Now they're going to make it a 2x2 now. Number 80 will go to the left side. He'll settle in a little close to inline. They pitch it out left side out of the gun. Genty doesn't get a whole lot there. Kept the legs moving, but not for much there. I believe got up to the 45-yard line. Looked to be a gain of, I believe, 3. Sets up 2nd and 7. Raiders staying kind of on schedule. I'd say 3 yards on a run on first down is the minimum. Is the minimum there for what's up? How we doing? Vic? How we doing, Vic? It's a good stream so far, man. We're already popping trips right side now. It's going to be a bunch set. Number 80 will line up a little closer to inline. Number 18 isolated. Gun set now. Gino taking the snap. Broncos bringing heat. Stranad was right there on Gino, who had to pop that thing out immediately, looking for Genty up the sideline, who had a step on his man, but it's an errant throw that falls incomplete. Vance Joseph, I swear to God, just ran engage 8 on that one. How many guys come in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was like a 7-man rush, leaving everybody else one-on-one. And despite the fact that, Genty beat his guy, unable to do anything with it. Brings up 3rd and 7. Bowers will line up in line. It's going to be a 2x2 set. Tucker over there with Bowers on that left side. Broncos, they do bring a blitz there, and the guys, they are going to get home. No sack, but they force a dirt ball there. Allen had a chance to likely pick that thing off. He doesn't, but it's going to be a quick out for the Raiders. Genty was overhyped or in a bad situation. I think it's just a god-awful situation for Ashton Genty. This Raiders O-line is not great, man. I think Genty is an outstanding athlete. I really just think he was in a bad situation. Raiders were trying to set up screen on that one, but the Broncos bring too many guys to actually set it up. So after the electric punt return from Marvin Mims, he's going to be set up here to try to make a little more fire here in Vegas. AJ Cole will be on to punt. This will be snapped from the Raider 45-yard line. Here's the snap. It is clean. The kick is also clean. Looking to be a little bit more of a line drive there. Forces a fair catch out of Mims at the 13, and he gives a little head pat to number 25. That'll take us to break over in Las Vegas. Broncos with a 14-7 lead, 4:42 to go in the half, and they'll be looking to go down and score some points before they got to give the ball back to the Raiders. Let's hit 5 likes, ladies, gentlemen, all in between. We are at 4 right now. Let's get to 5. Having an absolute ball of a stream so far, man. I mean, thank you all. I mean, this is probably one of the better streams I've had, at least early on. The cap is fire. Thank you, thank you. I got that from my stepdad, kind of a long time ago. Kind of a bit of a real long time ago. No, I absolutely love this hat, man. And it feels good on my head. And, with all the hair we're here containing, figured the hat would be a good move today. And we've hit our like goal. Hell yeah, everybody. Thank you all. And we're not even to the second half yet, man. We are, I mean, hell, I always say it. I got the best viewer base in the NFL. Of course, you can join that by subscribing, hitting the notification bell as well on my quest to 200. Got some new faces, got some familiar faces here in the chat. Endergame's been chatting it up with me. RW jumped in for just a minute, and then Vic in here as well. You'll love to see it. Love to see it, man. Yeah, damn good stream, damn good game up to this point. Broncos playing well. They're going to have a chance now to kill some clock, go down and get some points before they got to hand the ball back to the Raiders at half. I'd be shocked if they don't go into 4-minute offense here and just try and kind of ice this out and walk out with points. At worst, you want to walk out of this drive up 10. Denver Trav, how we doing? What's up, man? How we doing? Recognize you from doing Horsepower Hour with David. Remember seeing you in chat a couple of times. Hope you're having a wonderful day, man. Hopefully the Broncos make it, set the mood for the week here. And as they're on their quest, of course, to clinch that number 1 seed. I might have said this. I don't remember if it was on a Horsepower Hour or not. It might have been, but a Broncos win against the Raiders is the second. It's essentially as good as the head-to-head win over New England at this point in the year. New England on a bye. Broncos looking to make up the half game there between them. Broncos had a Week 12 bye. Pats won that week. Here we go, Broncos now. It's going to be a little bit of a weird offset eye. They send Prentice in motion to the left. They hand it off. That is Harvey trying to get up the middle there, and he does. A Raider lost a helmet, number 96, and I believe they got a gain of 5 out of that there. Just shoving. Just shoving forward pretty much. Power football by the Broncos. They do get a decent gain out of that. Had a cool little 8-bit graphic there with Bo. It's a gain of 4 on the play. I've lied to you. I apologize. Gets him up past the 15-yard line. They'll have it now at the 16. They're going to remain under center. 12 personnel, or 22 personnel, excuse me. Maybe even 21 personnel for the Broncos now. Prentice does remain in the game. It's a play-action boot now. Nix, he finds little Jordan Humphrey for a first down and a little more. Gain of 9 on that one. Gets him to the 19. Or maybe I've got my yardage wrong there, but it was... They get 9 on 2nd and 6. That'll have them up to... Or no, it'll be just past the 25 or up to the 25. Good play regardless. And, now it gets them up around the 25, maybe the 24. I don't know. I got my yardages wrong. Thank you, Vic. I appreciate that, man. Absolutely appreciate that. It's what I do best. Here we go, 3:20 and counting down for the Broncos. It'll be a gun set for Nix. It'll be 3-by-1, 3 to the left on the top of the screen. Harvey in it, running back to the right. Nix taking the snap. Short drop, lasers one over the middle. That is Adam Troutman, who breaks a couple of tackles and gets up across the 35, up to the 36. Broncos keep moving the chains. Nix hitting his guys. Adam Troutman. I think it just runs a little bit of kind of one of those hitch routes there. It looked like he stopped just about where Nix wanted him to. Yep, stopped, turned around there, right with the linebackers behind him, and Troutman able to keep the legs driving forward. And he's down now at the 36, and that is where the Broncos are going to set up shop once again. Clock keeps ticking. They've still got 3 timeouts, 2:38 and counting now. Nix under center in the single back. He will boot it now or play fake it. Nix stepping up in the pocket, slings it out to Harvey. Harvey looking for a little bit of room there. Not going to get much, but it is a gain of positive yardage there. Harvey goes for 4 on the reception after a little bit of fighting to keep going forward. 2:22 and counting down now. And the Broncos, they're certainly making progress in their quest here to get points before the half. Broncos are keeping a couple of tight ends there over on Max Crosby. For the most part, I mean, they've limited his impact so far in the game. Broncos are going to run this to the 2-minute warning. And they'll have this, did they spot him at the 40? No, that's just where a ref was standing. Or that is where he got up to. Jeez Louise. That does run us down to the 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. Broncos, right now with a 14-7 lead. They get the touchdown run from Bo Nix on the opening drive. Punt second possession. And then before they even get a chance on a third possession, Marvin Mims says, "Let me put the team on my back. Call me Greg Jennings," and bolts a punt return to the end zone. And I mean, yeah, he just breaks out of like 2 tackles right when he gets the ball, and then he's just off to the races. Electric Avenue, we called it here. Just, I mean, it's working so far for the Broncos, man, and they've got a chance now to take a 2-score lead into the locker room, and that is more than anything best case scenario, man. I'm gonna spit out my little pouchy real quick, as we do around here. Get a little more water in me. Man, maybe I gotta shoot for higher goals the way this game is going. Good God, man. 7 likes, let's hit 10. I mean, shoot, man. Let's keep pushing the envelope here. No reason not to. You guys have been awesome up to this point. Yeah, Vic, we got Denver Trav in here. Hope you guys are enjoying so far. Hope everyone's enjoying so far. Man, it's been Broncos seem to be firing right now. This offense, it's not flashy right now on offense, but what it is right now, it's methodical, it's consistent. Nix is hitting his guys the way he needs to be. at the current moment. It's been it's been good for the most part. Even the Broncos drive that they stalled out, man. They I mean, they were still in Raider territory. I mean, they lined up to try a 40 or to try a 58-yard kick, more just to pull the Raiders off sides, I think, but 44-17 Broncos. I would love to see that. I would love to see that just to put some guys in the media to bed for a week. Man, goodness gracious. I did say, I mean, I thought the Broncos were going to come out pretty pissed, pretty passionate after all the shit they've had to hear. Showing DJ Mike Scott there over by the tailgate stuff. Looks to be the west side of the stadium. Some cool stuff right there. Love to see that. Here we go. 2 minutes to go in the half. Broncos at the 40 after a 4-yard completion to RJ Harvey to make it 2nd and 6. Broncos out in the I. They've got Mercedes Lewis lined up at tight end. They might have just motioned him out. Still can't get a look at the formation. Now here we go. Single back set. Looks to be 12 personnel or maybe 13. They hand it off. Harvey going up the middle there. Crosby gets wrapped around him, but he keeps the legs churning for a gain of 4.5 or 5. Max Crosby had a chance to blow that up, but little RJ Harvey, guy out of UCF, just keeping the legs moving. And you know what? Speaking of RJ, man, I saw that one clip. I think it's the Charlotte Hornets announcer that was calling that game. You know, I've been trying to watch some play-by-play stuff, get a little bit of inspiration there, how to better myself at my craft. Man, that guy is nuts. Here we go. Knicks under center on a big 3rd and 1 here at the 45-yard line. Knicks will toss it out to Harvey. Harvey looking for blocks. Puts his foot in the ground, breaks out of a tackle, and then another. And on 3rd and 1, he's got a gain of 5 up to the 50 for another Bronco first down, and they got to go a little quicker here. See, you're still grinding. You're going to be a big-time announcer one day. I appreciate that, Darren. Noticed a lot of content on Bo. Good to see he's getting some respect. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, of course I got to keep, you know, of course I got to keep, you know, up in my game a little bit here, man. I had to do everything I can here. Broncos take a timeout with 1:02 to go. They finally blow their first one now that they're to midfield on a run from RJ Harvey, and that's going to be one of the big positives at halftime. I'll tell you what. I will tell you what, RJ Harvey having himself a nice first half. We'll talk about that at halftime. Absolutely. We're so close, man. We're so close to 10. Come on, I only need 2 out of 33 of you to hit the like button. You get a little football. I'm officially a football channel because you do get the little football when you hit the like button, man. Come on, let's get me to 10 before halftime. Come on, 1:02 on the game clock, man. Here we go. 1st and 10, 1:02. Broncos still in the huddle. Just freshly coming out of the timeout. Play clock does now begin to run. Broncos looking to make this a 2-score game going into the half. They've already gotten past their output on Thursday. It's a gun set for Nix. Trips bunch to the right side. Nix taking the snap. 5-step drop. Now he's got to move around a little bit here. Nix rolling to his left. Slings one left side. And it gets past Troy Franklin, who gets walloped after the ball passes him there. No call on anything there. They certainly could have gotten bulls for holding on that left side. I'm surprised they don't call it. Just goes right through Franklin's hands and doinks him there on the face. It's one of those you can't have. That would have been a big play there if he's able to roll that, if he's able to ring that in too. 2nd and 10 now, right at the 50 for the Broncos. Franklin's going to exit the game, as does Troutman. Broncos may be looking to get a little more speed out there with Mims. We'll see the personnel here. It's another gun set. It is going to be 3 receivers. I believe that is Ingram lined up at tight end. Nix taking the snap. It's another 5-step drop here. Nix slings one. That is Ingram. His first catch coming off a good game, and that is going to be a gain of 7. It'll set up 3rd and 3 for the Broncos. They're going to go quick here. Not going to take that timeout. Down to 40 seconds. Nix trying to get everybody set, trying to get everything lined out here. Of course, if you don't use the timeout and you don't get the first down, no harm, no foul. But here we go. 3rd and 3, 30 seconds to go. It took a minute to get lined up there. That is Bidet in the backfield. Nix, no drop. It's looking for Sutton, just not on the same page at all there. Sutton, it was a little behind. Carroll's looking for an OPI, and he doesn't get it. Brings up 4th and 3, and we'll see what the Broncos do with 25 seconds to go. They're in Raider territory. I'd be shocked if they don't go for this. Peyton's reading on the play sheet there, so I believe the Broncos offense will stay out to at least try to get a hard count. Franklin needs to work on the hands. Absolutely. We got some cool stuff to touch on here in just a minute because I caught it out of the corner of my eye. It's a gun set for Nix on 4th and 3. Bryant goes in motion. They snap it. Nix, quick drop. Nix slings one over the middle, and that is caught for a first down. Forward progress. That's Troy Franklin across the 40 to the 39. And the Broncos will use their timeout with 20 seconds. We were just harping on Troy Franklin there for a second, but he comes up big on 4th and 3. And when they need 3, they get 4. Nix finding that old Oregon Ducks connection there, just running a little drag across the field. It's not quite a mesh concept. There wasn't anyone going across him on there. And yeah, Franklin's just that underneath read right for Bo. Like I said, not a mesh concept, but... Sup, dude? Sup, Chad? Holy shit, 13 likes. Where did that come from? 39 of yous in here. How we doing? How we doing, Drock? Drock72. How we doing? Ooh, they're gonna review this. We're gonna get an official review on the 4th and 3 play. They're gonna look to see if he caught this thing. I think he did. I think they were looking to see if he maintained possession, because 45 laid a hit on him that kind of jarred it, but, I mean, Franklin gained control of it pretty much immediately. What's up, House of Love? We got a lot of new faces popping in here today, man. Love to see it. I mean, absolutely. Thank all of you for being here, man. This has been probably the best stream we've done in months. And it's not even the end of the first half, man. Holy shit. I'm a human. I got emotions, man. Cal Story in here. How you doing? I hope you're having a good one, man. They've gone to break, I think, to look at this. 20 seconds in the half. They're taking a good long look at this, trying to see if Franklin held on. Yeah, Broncos all day. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're 2 away from 15 likes. My God. Great game. It has been a really good game so far. Broncos have played pretty damn well up to this point, but the Raiders have been right there nipping on their heels. I did say, any given Sunday, man. Any given Sunday. There's a lot of parity in this league this year so far. And, I mean, you absolutely cannot deny that. While we are in break, if you are enjoying the stream, I am within 30, I think it's 32 of hitting 200 subscribers, man. I'm trying to hit that before the end of the season. Yeah, if you want to help me out, man, you're enjoying what you're hearing, subscribe button is sitting here under me somewhere over here. Like button's right there as well if you want to really help me in the algorithm, man. We are killing it so far. Play-by-play, it's something I'm passionate about, man. It's something I love doing all the time, man. I do it for non-Broncos games, not as often as Broncos games, obviously, but I do it. We'll do it all through the playoffs as well. We'll pick a game kind of each playoff weekend that we usually do, assuming the Broncos don't advance. But yeah, man, we are killing it today, man. You guys are awesome. I have said time and time again, because I stand on this, I die on this hill. I've got the best viewer base in the NFL, and you're a button click away from joining it. Love the Elway number 7. Yes, sir. Gotta rep it, man. I love this jersey. Dude, I absolutely adore these Orange Crush jerseys. I've told this story a couple of times, but I found this at a Lids store over on the Wasatch Front. Best 150 gold doubloons I've ever spent. All right, so they overturn it. So they say he did not hang on to it. Wow. Or at least they overturned the spot. Chiefs or Texans tonight? What do you think? I've got Houston. I do. Subscribed. Appreciate it. House of Love. Here we go. It's Raider ball on downs. They say he didn't get it. Gino back in the gun. Slinging right side. And he's got it to Tucker. They're going to say he had it. He had to dive back for it a little bit there. He stays in bounds. Raiders are going to have to blow a timeout there to keep the clock from moving. No, never mind. It's incomplete. They had a couple of guys pointing, so Raiders keep their timeout, but it is 2nd and 10. Incomplete. They've only got 2 timeouts to work with here. They do have good field position to work with here, however. 97 Elway, real talk. Hell yeah, man. Up to 15. Fuck yeah, we got it before half. You guys are the best. I say it. I say it often. Y'all are the best. Gino looking at something over in the Jumbotron there. There's a little bit of a stoppage. Here we go. Whistle in now. Gino in the gun. Raheem Mostert over to his left side. It's a 3-by-1 set, or no, 2-by-2, excuse me. Gino taking the snap. Drop in. No drop, really. Slinging over the middle there. And he's got number 17. That is Lockett working on Jaquan McMillan. It's a short gain over the middle, though. And the Raiders are going to have to burn a timeout with 14 seconds to go in the half. Raiders looking to get points on the board now that the Broncos kind of squandered their chance. They still got to get a ways for field goal range here. Why can't you just show us the screen to watch with you? Because I would get copyright nuked. That's how you get the NFL striking down your stream, and I can't do that. We can't be having that around these parts. I don't need a copyright strike, and I don't need to get taken to copyright hell. It's a gain of 7. It's going to set up 3rd and 3. Raiders need the Bronco 49 for a first down. It's another 3-by-1 set. Trips on that left side. Bottom of the screen. Gino remains in the gun. It's going to be Mostert that stays in the game at running back. Gino trying to get everybody set. He does. Takes a snap. Gino, 3-step drop. Broncos getting in on him. Now he lets one rip, going deep down the sideline and covered well, looking for Tucker. Covered up by Pat Surtain, who bats it away. And that will force a 4th and 3. And if you're the Raiders, there's 7 seconds on the clock. Can you burn enough clock on a Hail Mary to justify running one, or do you risk punting it back to Marvin Mims for a punt return? That's the question here. Raiders are lining up in a Hail Mary set here. It's going to be a 3-by-1 again. Bowers in line on the left, and we're going to get a timeout by the Broncos here to try and sort things out before this Hail Mary snap. It's 4th and 3. So the Raiders, they've got to burn 7 seconds off of the clock to not give the Broncos another chance. This isn't a Patriots site, lol. Yeah, I don't need to get copyright shot out of the sky, man. I like my YouTube channel. I like being able to do these play-by-plays. Hey, maybe one day you'll catch me on CBS. Ain't that the dream, man? Maybe one day you catch me on CBS. So I just need to start sending my stream clips to CBS. Be like, hey, give me a contract. Here we go. They are going to go for the Hail Mary here. 7 seconds in the half. Gino in the gun. It's a 3-by-1 set. Broncos don't have a lot of guys. It's a lot of cushion, but a few guys kind of up on the line here, not to give them the full freebie. Gino trying to get him to jump. And they don't. Broncos don't jump at all. They got a guard. He got a guard yapping with Zach Allen there, saying, we almost got you, and they almost did. Zach Allen almost jumped on that one, but he didn't. Broncos play legit all day. True. True, they do, Call. I do have the voice for it. I appreciate that, man. I really do. It's something that there's been some development over the past year and a half. So the first game that I called ever, I think, was Falcons last year. The Broncos and the Falcons game last season. Which, by the way, I mean, the mic improvement has been massive. I went from like a Zing U800 to a Solo X, or the HypeX, whatever it is, Solo Cast. 2-by-2 set now for the Raiders. We might actually see the Hail Mary. They snap it. Benito is on Geno Smith. And that is how the half is going to end. Oh, the Broncos might have a chance to do something here. There's 2 seconds on the clock. On the change of possession, there should be a second left on the clock. I don't know why the clock kept rolling. There should still be 2 seconds on this clock. The Broncos should get a chance. Yeah, Broncos are going to have 3 seconds. They are going to have 3 seconds to try something here, and Benito just screams around that left side of the offensive line and throws Geno Smith down with 3 seconds to go. I don't think the Broncos are quite in field goal range here. I don't know that you're going to get a play to put you in field goal range, so I don't know if now Denver just tries a Hail Mary or what we're going to see, but they're not just going to take this to the half if the Raiders are going to hand them a chance. Broncos are going to have this at the Raider 44. Apparently field goal range is about the Raider 42, so they're just outside of it. Nix now is going to have this. It's a tight formation, 2x2. Bidet will set up to Nix's right. I think Nix was trying a hard count. Now Nix dropping. Raiders bring 3. Nix scrambling around a little bit there. Now he's going to heave one down the field. He's looking for the end zone, and it is incomplete. It was Pat Bryant that got up and really looked like he got the set of hands on it. Gets knocked down incomplete, and after a long sequence, that is how we get to that's how we get to halftime there in Vegas. You got a score of 14-7, and yeah, Bryant does get a hand up to it. He just can't really get his other one up to really bring it in. Man, we're setting new records on this stream. 45 concurrent viewers before the half, 15 likes before the half. You guys have been killing it, man. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Each and every one of you. We're one shy of 170, man. Of 170 subscribers. Let's see if we can hit that before the end of the game. Raiders get ball coming out of half. Broncos got it to start the game. They went down with that first possession. Killed like 9 minutes. Just about. You can tell the Commanders left it all on the field last week, and it showed today against the Vikings. Yeah, that's absolutely for sure. We'll get into that kind of as we're here in halftime. But firstly, I do got the Bronco halftime numbers to bring to each of you. Passing, Bo, he's looked pretty good up to this point. 16-21, 110 yards. Does have the 1 sack that he took there. Wasn't a big one, though, and I believe they rebounded and scored on that drive anyways. I should probably scoot my mic over just a little bit. Let's see, rushing-wise, R.J. Harvey's got 8 carries for 49 yards, so he's been running pretty effectively today, 6.1 per carry. I'd be shocked to see if the Broncos don't go a little more heavy on the run game. They should, coming out of the half there. Nix has an 8-yard touchdown run. Bidet's got 2 carries for 6, and then McLaughlin, man, poor McLaughlin. His one good run got called back by a penalty, I believe, or no, he just went back for -1. Receiving-wise, there's been, some weird developments here. Sutton, leading receiver, 3 for 31. Lil Jordan Humphrey, 2 for 22. Adam Troutman has a 12-yard reception. McLaughlin with a 9-yard catch. Franklin's got 2 for 8 so far. R.J. Harvey, 3 of 7. He does have a conversion, I believe, on a 3rd down or something close to it. Ingram's got a 6-yard grab over the middle. Bidet's got a 5-yarder. So does Bryant, and so does Mims. So, I mean, big spreading the ball around here, man. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 different pairs of hands that have been on the football today for the Bronco receiving core. Defensively, man, outside of that first drive, this Broncos defense has been, they've been feisty. Geno, 8 for 12, 71 yards, does have the 1 touchdown, but he has been shut down here in his last couple of pass attempts. Ashton Genty not doing it so far. 7 of 24, going for 3.4 a pop, and I think that'd be up there with some of his season best averages for an entire game. I like the fact that we have a quarterback. I also, in fact, like that we have a quarterback. Throat is still shredded from yelling last night at IU and OSU. Sorry, I just woke the fuck up. Hell yeah, hey, you're good, Ender. You're good, man. Receiving wise for the Raiders, Trey Tucker leading with 24 yards on 2 catches. Ian Thomas, 2 catches, 17 yards. That's number 80 right there, so I have a name for him now. Bowers, only the 15-yard reception there. It's his only target of the game. That was a touchdown. Genty, 2 catches, 8 yards. Lockett's got a 7-yard grab, and that is it. Jack Beck with a target, but no catch on that one. Raiders defense, they only got the 1 sack on Bo Nix, and that's been about the one positive thing they've done this half. That was Tonka Hemingway, big Tonka dump truck that drove in on him. Really the one play where Nix was under the most pressure at all. We go look at the Broncos defensive numbers now. Couple of sacks there in that first half. No turnovers, but I think we're close to a couple. Franklin Myers has one. Roach has one. Benito also with a sack there, that last play of the half. The tackling has been great. And then we got to talk about the elephant in the room, Marvin Mims. 1 punt return for 48 yards and the big electric touchdown that got me screaming about Electric Avenue during this one. Croshin has a 35-yard punt. Of course, it did go inside the 20. Ender, I'm so sorry, man. Perna's got to burn that curse wheel. Perna, if you're watching this somehow, you got to burn the curse wheel, man. I'm telling you right now. I have a very sad graphics guy. Oh yeah, by the way, big shout to Ender. He's done all the graphics for me. This channel does not look as good as it does without him. So big shout. I think he's in the description as well, with the friends of the channel. But yeah, man, I mean, Broncos, they are just outplaying the Raiders right now. The score's not as pretty as you'd like to see, but I mean, there are a lot of positives. 13 first downs for the Broncos in the first half. 4 for 6 on third down. That's been something that we've kind of ragged on the Broncos about in the past, is those third downs. They do have 4 penalties, which you don't like to see. It kind of is what it is. It hasn't really come back to bite them yet. Broncos have nearly 19 minutes time of possession there. Again, they had that long first drive, man. And then they are 1 for 1 there in the red zone, as are the Raiders. And that is the story that got us to halftime. The Bo Nix touchdown run, the Brock Bowers touchdown reception, the Marvin Mims return, and that is how we got to this score. So I'm going to take just a second, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to run to the bathroom real quick and grab a little more water. Might snag a Dr. Pepper, so we will be right back. Absolutely do not go anywhere. I'm not abandoning you. I'll see you guys in just a second, coming out of half. All right, we are back, everybody. Let me get that down. Hello once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still at halftime. I got my agua. I got my Dr. Pepper. We are feeling great up to this point. Sad Colts noises. I'm sorry, Ender Games. I'm sorry. All right, now, actually, genuinely, for a second, we do have a chance to go kind of peek at some of these early window scores because, man, it was an interesting, very interesting early window. Let's go give a look at some of these here. Yeah, we touched on Titans, Browns, Seahawks, Falcons. That was basically the outcome everybody expected. I mean, Sam Darnold goes, he probably has his best game in a month just about. 20 of 30 for 249, 3 scores, 1 pick. Whatever. JSN still holding on to that big pace there for around 2,000 yards. 7 catches, 92 yards, and 2 scores for JSN. He's been crazy for Seattle today. And on the Falcons side, just bad game. Kirko, 50% completion rate, 15 of 30, 162 yards, 2 picks. Not a good day for him. Bijan had a decent day on the ground, 20 of 86, and then Algier, 3.1 a carry at 11 carries, 34 yards. Kyle Pitts had 90 yards receiving, so anyone that had him in fantasy, maybe there's a little bit of a consolation prize. Never gave up on Tebow. I have a Tebow jersey. It's too damn small for me, but I do have a Tebow jersey. Maybe I'll bust that out one of these streams if the Broncos go down in the fourth quarter again. Just start waving it like a flag. One of the more interesting games here of the early window, we're going to kind of jump over a couple of these here. Dude, Bengals-Bills was an insane ball game, and that loss probably put Cincy out of AFC North contention realistically, because there was an AFC North team had to win, and Pittsburgh is the one that won that. Joe Burrow, I mean, he had 2 interceptions that were kind of freak occurrences. One by AJ Epineza, and then another by, who was it? It was number 47 on that Bills defense, I believe. Yeah, Christian Benford with a pick 6. Like, it went from great to, like, 5-alarm fire for the Bengals in about 2 minutes. But Joe Burrow, I mean, outside of that, still a hell of a game, dude. 25 of 36, 284, and 4 touchdowns outside of those 2 kind of freak interceptions. But on the other side of the comeback, dude, Josh Allen, 22 of 28, 251, and 4 total touchdowns, 3 in the air. Almost had 80 yards on the ground as well. So Bills, they certainly keep themselves alive in the AFC East, but they also keep a foot on their playoff spot in the AFC. Let's go look at what do we got here. All right, we'll talk about it. Colts, Jags. I'm sorry, Ender Games. I hate to do it today, but we got to talk about it. I need my Broncos to win this. I do too. Just everything that could have gone wrong for the Colts today went wrong for the Colts. An early Daniel Jones turnover, and that's without even touching on his injury. Riley Leonard also threw a pick. That was a weird pass because the tie usually goes to the offense on plays like that, and it didn't. But Leonard, I mean, 18 to 29 for 145 yards. Taylor got bottled up, 21 to 74. I think he is the first running back to go over 70 on this Jags run defense this season, though. I mean, Alec Pierce and Pittman both go for 80 and 79 respectively. It just was not a good day for the Colts, man. Just was not a good day for the Colts. And their season, I mean, it's on life support at this point. I mean, the Colts already couldn't win. Like, they don't win in Jacksonville. I don't think they have since 2014, but that is about the worst way it could have gone. You have 5 guys get hurt, the offensive tackle, one of your special teams guns, Daniel Jones, we've talked about a little bit. We've touched just a bit, man. That's a rough way for that game to go for the Colts. And then a couple of the current scores right now. Bears, it is 3-7 against the Packers. I believe they just got a field goal with 1:08 to go in the half. Rams, Cardinals, that's a 17-10 game. Rams are driving, though, 37 seconds trying to add on to that lead. And then Sunday Night Football should be a pretty damn good game. Texans, Chiefs at 6:20 tonight. I've got Houston. I think Houston's going to win that. Their defense profile is really similar to the Broncos. And, I mean, you saw what the Broncos defense did to Mahomes in that game. You know, they made him look pedestrian, and that's kind of what you had to do against the Chiefs. Is you just gotta make Mahomes look pedestrian, and then hope your offense can do enough. I think Houston can. The way they've been playing lately, I think Houston's got enough in the tank to pull that off. We are almost to 20 whole likes on the stream, man. Holy shit. I don't think I've had one hit that kind of number since, like, I got rated by Grossi. My God. Couple of lulls from Call. Yes, sir. Yeah, first of all, banger stream, and it's going to be amazing here in the second half. Raiders will get the ball to start the second half. Yeah, the Colts are injured to hell, man. The Colts are injured all to hell. Here we are at the start of the third quarter. Raiders will get the ball. Pedestrian Lamau. Yeah, Raiders are going to get this thing to start the second half. Of course, they haven't been able to do much with the football since their first possession. They'll be looking to change that with some second half adjustments. Broncos will be looking to keep the foot on the throat and try and finish the Raiders off here in the second half. Ideally, to win a little bit comfortably. Here we go. Lutz getting set now to boot this thing away. They blow the whistle. They let Lutz get set. It'll be Mostert and number 23 back to return. Here's the kick. That will be fielded at the goal line. We're just about by Mostert. Now he's up to the 20. Makes a man miss and then dives forward for the 30. I think he gets to the 31. Looks like a couple of guys were getting into a scuffle on the far side of the kick. But nothing really seems to come of that. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Raiders at, I think, about their own 30. They're 31 just about. About as many yards on that return as I stock in 130 pack of beer. It's nice seeing a live stream and the announcer isn't chugging beers. My only days to drink are Saturday and Friday night. So here we go. It'll be a handoff there from Gino out of the gun, and Genty gets stuffed right at the line. That is John Franklin Myers. There just to slam into him and hold that to a minimal gain. Maybe a gain of 1, likely no. It's going to bring up a rather quick second down for the Raiders here after going nowhere on first down. Yeah, I only have my drinks on Friday nights and Saturday nights when I'm chilling at home playing video games. Here we go, 2nd and 9 now. Bronco is looking to get a quick 3 and out and get the offense back on the field. They send Beck in motion, or Betch. He'll get set on the right side of the formation from under center. They hand it off to Genty. Genty will get stuffed at the line again. Maybe gains 1 after falling forward a little bit there, and that is going to set up 3rd and long for the Raiders. This Broncos D-line now trying to play like a stone wall and just keep Genty from running through it. Breaking 1,000 viewers, are we? Are we actually? Holy shit. Bill's rematch in Denver would be epic, I agree. Damn, there's a lot of you guys in here. 20 likes as well. Gun set on 3rd and 8 now for Gino. It's a 3-by-1 set. Thomas, the most inline guy. They snap it out of the gun. Broncos bring 5. Zach Allen trying to get back to him, and it's nearly intercepted. I believe that is Barron that jumped up and had a shot to pick that off. Geno Smith got destroyed as he let that ball go. And it was, in fact, Jahdae Barron that had a diving shot at that interception, but it's a 3 and out for the Raiders. I mean, the Broncos bring 5, and it's Allen staying patient, kind of stunts inside and gets to Geno Smith to impact the throw, and Jahdae had that hit him right in the mitts. You will soon? Come on, Broncos. Man, dude, holy shit. I think I've had this many people in a stream besides getting rated. I mean, thank you guys. Ooh, Raiders looking to try something tricky here. They motion a guy out. It gets covered. They are just going to punt this thing away, though. A.J. Cole looked like he was trying to set up a fake. Mims fakes the fair catch, and it's a great punt. Takes a Bronco bounce, but it won't get to the 10. They're going to be pinned back at their own 9-yard line. What a kick from A.J. Cole. Put some backspin on that thing. Ball hit down at about the 4-yard line and then just didn't really take a Bronco bounce after that. So the Broncos will be pinned back pretty deep in their own territory. However, they do force a Raider 3 and out on their first possession of the second half. That will take us to commercial break. Yeah. This Bronco defense has been really, really turning it up since kind of that early first quarter. I mean, they let the Raiders get the 1 score. So now what I want to see is the offense go down and make this a 2-score game. Best case scenario, probably a field goal just with the starting field position. Of course, I'd love to see him go on a 91-yard touchdown drive just to, give that little middle finger to the Raiders a little harder. But, however, current field position right now, best case scenario for the Broncos is probably a field goal here. And even then, that makes it a 10-point game. You're not mad at that ever. Man, 22 likes, 59 of you in here. I think I did see that we cracked 170 subscribers. We're under 30. Yeah, we're at 172. We are 28 away from 200, and that has been my goal since the start of the season, to hit 200 before the end of it. So if you want to help me out there, absolutely feel free. You'd be joining the best viewer base in the National Football League. My goodness, but thank you guys. Thank you. Texans D is legit, absolutely. That Texans defense is incredible. I think they are all around the best defense in the league. They don't do everything the best. Now, they do everything at a high level, but they don't do everything the best. Obviously, Broncos with the best pass rush in the league. The Jaguars have the best run defense in the league. And I would have to go pull those numbers up on ESPN. But, I mean, the Jags have a ridiculous rush defense. And they held Jonathan Taylor under 75. So kind of what have you. Of course, after the game as well, stay tuned. We'll be doing the Orange Soda after game show. That concept kind of was helped along by the graphic design there. So again, big shout to Ender Games. There's a bunch of guys that are friends of the channel in the comments section or in the description down below. So go give those guys some love, especially right now, namely Ender Games, man. I mean, all of the graphics around me, like on the camera right here, like that was Ender Games, man. The guy does good work. I pay him well for it. So if you need some graphics work done, go give him some work. So we are back now in Vegas. It will be Bronco football at their own 9-yard line. It was Zach Allen that forced that pressure on Geno Smith. He took a shot at the end of that. Here we go. Bo in the pistol. It's an offset with Prentice lined up to the right. Nick's rolling to his right now, looking, slings it. He's got Sutton for a small gain. Sutton makes a man miss and tries to plow forward ahead. He gets 5, maybe 6 on that up to the 15-yard line. That will shorten up this second down for sure. That's a good first play, especially given the field position. Kenny Pickett kind of tossing a couple of balls on the sideline. So that's a rough if you're a Raider fan right there. If you got to see Kenny Pickett come in and get some play time. I just whacked myself in the tooth. It's a gain of 6 on first down up to the 15. Nix will come out under center. It is a straight-on I formation, 22 personnel. Nix, play action once again, sets. Now he throws it to Prentice. Prentice breaks a tackle, and he would have kept running if he didn't get bounced out of bounds by White. But it's a gain of 7 or 8 on that one. That is a first down. It gets the Broncos onto the plus side of the 20-yard line. We got a score update as well in Green Bay. Jordan Love throwing a bomb down the right center of the field. That is, I believe, Melton for a touchdown. That puts him up 14-3 on Chicago. First and 10 for the Broncos now. Couple of play action plays to start this. They remain in the I formation here. It will be 22 personnel is what it remains. Nix will actually hand this one off. Is that Bidet? It's either Bidet or McLaughlin that are going to get a forward scamper for what looked to be 4, and it is Bidet getting himself some carries there. Bidet's been a weird guy for the Broncos this season because until the J.K. Dobbins injury, Bidet was almost exclusively a pass package back. I mean, the Broncos just brought him out when they were passing the ball almost. You almost had a towel on the Broncos offense for a little bit. But now getting himself some carries with that injury to J.K. Dobbins, and in limited reps, he's doing some good work for him so far. Brings up second down now, 2nd and 6. Nix in the gun. It's going to be a 2x2 set, 11 personnel. Nix takes a snap, dropping. It's a 3-step drop. Now he's got to step up in the pocket. Now he slings one over the middle. He's got Pat Bryant for a first down who makes a man miss. And he's going to be up past the 35, up to the 38. That's a first down there for the Broncos. Nix with the pocket collapsing in on him, steps up and delivers the ball, and that's everything you want to see out of your quarterback. Raiders run a stunt with Crosby. They get him up the middle past Luke Wattenberg, but Nix just able to sidestep in there and sling one up to Pat Bryant. Incredible. It's going to move the chains there. They'll have this at about their own 38. Remember, they started this drive at the 9. Nix and the Broncos between the 37 and 38. Nix in the gun. He's going to send Troutman in motion. It's a 2x2 set for the Broncos. No, it was a 3x1. They hand it off. Harvey cutting back up the middle. Harvey with some good running. He's got a gain of 6. There's a flag on the field. We'll see what this is. This could be coming back. It is coming back. It's a holding on the Bronco offense. It's going to remain first down. They get Mike McGlinchey over on that right side. Right as Harvey was cutting back on that one. The play started left, and then he cut back to his right side. That is Boris Cheek there, the side judge that threw that flag. It's his record 475th officiated game. You gotta have a lot of longevity for that. Let's get to 25 likes on the stream. And here we go. 1st and 20 now after the penalty. It backs the Broncos up inside of their own 30. Puts them at the 28-yard line. Nix in the gun. Dropping now. Was a 2x2 set. Standing in the pocket. Slings it short. Evan Ingram makes a man miss there and trying to force himself forward. Doesn't get far. Doesn't really get much there. It's a gain of 2. They snap that at the 27, so excuse me. Gets up to the 29-yard line. Gain of 2. Sets up 2nd and 18. And it's a promising drive that looks like it might get canceled out by just a bad penalty from Mike McGlinchey to shot in the foot as the Broncos try to make this a 2-score game. Nix comes out in the gun once again. Harvey to his left side. It was a 2x2 set. Nix dropping, now stepping, now slinging over the middle there, and that's a face mask. RJ Harvey got dragged down by the face mask. That is Jamal Adams that got wrapped around him, got a hand up and pulled him down by that face mask, and the Denver Broncos are going to get an automatic first down out of that. So it's a shot in the foot for a shot in the foot. Jamal Adams is who they tag on that one, and that was one of the more obvious face mask calls this year. Yeah, Adams, he whips Harvey all the way around after that catch. That hand is wrapped in that right side of his face mask there, no question about it. That gets an audit. Yeah, I did see that, dude. 79 is crazy. We're over 1,000 views, and we're not even halfway through the third quarter. I already said it. Best viewer base in the NFL, and I think some of you guys are just barely finding your way here. Of course, you can hit the subscribe button down there to help me out. We're almost to 25 likes as well, so help me out there. 1st and 10 after the face mask. Broncos up to the 48 now. Nix under center in the eye. 22 personnel for him. Nix will hand this off. That is McLaughlin going left side. McLaughlin with some yards, breaking a tackle and gets dragged down at the Raider 41. It's a gain of 11 that gets the Broncos a first down. Jaleel McLaughlin shaking off that first negative carry and bolting ahead. You want to talk about good enough. This Broncos running game has been great so far today. Finding chunk plays after chunk plays. Jaleel fired up. Good to see him get a positive carry right there. He was the lightning in the Broncos offense last season. So here we go. It sets up another 1st and 10 in Raider territory now, down to the 41. Nix remains under center. He will hand it off. Harvey puts his foot in the ground. Looked like he had a lane if he could have got to it, but that is number 52, Roberts, for the Raiders, making a tackle just beyond the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1 on that play. Gets the Broncos down to the 40-yard line. And yeah, I mean, Harvey maybe had a lane. There was nothing available to the right side they were trying to run. It just looked like they were trying to run stretch or duo to that right side. Just can't find anything there. Brings up 2nd down. They call it no gain. Probably ended up being about a gain of a half a yard the way things shook out. No, not really. Straight up no gain. Gun set for Nix. 2x2. It's 12 personnel. 2 tight ends on that right side. 2 receivers to the left. Nix dropping now. 5-step drop. Pockets clean. Slings it out. Check down to Harvey. Harvey makes a man miss there and scampers forward. He's going to have a gain of 9. That's going to set up 3rd and short. RJ Harvey making himself known here. Everybody get on for this trip because we are all riding the RJ Harvey right now. Nix just finds him out of the backfield there, checks it down. Harvey, he does get tripped up, making a man miss, but he is able to get forward for those 9 yards to make it a very, very short 3rd down. Broncos looking to put points on the board once again, try to make this a put-away drive. Nix in the eye. Here we go. This is 22 personnel. They hand it to Prentice. Prentice breaks out over the middle. Prentice inside of the 20, and he's down to the 15-yard line. Adam Prentice gets the carry, and looking like a young Andy Janovich out of Arkansas, just barrels ahead. Nobody touches him at the line of scrimmage. They part the Black Sea for Adam Prentice, who cuts it right, and he doesn't get dragged down until he's inside the 15. I think he got that down to the 14-yard line. Adam Prentice with a big gainer on that one, and that gets the Broncos inside the red zone. God, I love fullbacks. He stays in the game now. Nix will remain in the I formation. Still running 22 personnel. Tight form. Nix play fake. Nix rolling. Nix slinging. He's got Pat Bryant trying to break out of a tackle. And that's going to be maybe a gain of 2. Hit Bryant on the perimeter there a bit late on a drag route, it appears. It's still positive yardage, but definitely not what you'd like to see. We're up to 28. We're breaking every like goal I've ever set ever on a stream. Holy shit. Excuse my profanity, but goodness gracious, man. Thank you all. Here we go. 2nd and 7 now at the Raider 11-yard line. They gave him a gain at 3. Nix in the gun. Trips bunch on that left side. Sutton leading it. They motion Bryant. They fake the jet pass. It's a screen to Franklin. And he kind of almost dropped it, bobbled it there, but he does catch it. He gets the blocks to get that up past the 10-yard line. I believe they got it down to about the 8. It's a gain of 3 there, and that will set up third down now. Should be third and pretty manageable for this Broncos offense. Third and medium, third and 3. It's on the far end there of that kind of third and short set there. You can do whatever you feel like on third and 3. The way the Broncos' run game has been tonight, I mean, they could run it. They're going to spread them out, though, a little bit here. Tight set, bunch trips to the right side. It's Troutman and 2 receivers. Bryant leads that charge. Nick's dropping in the gun. Nick slings one out, checks it to Harvey, who gets a block. Harvey! And he fights forward. First down, Broncos inside the 4, down to the 3, and the Broncos continue to convert these third downs, keeping this Raider defense on the field. And it's first off, it's Adam Troutman just making a great block over there on the side to get a Raiders DB out of the play. After that, it's just RJ Harvey on instinct, kind of has to barrel through 2 Raiders just to get down to the 3. Enjoying the commentary? I appreciate that, Larry Grooms. Here we go, first and goal. It's an I-form set for the Broncos once again. 22 personnel. They've been in that heavy this drive. They motion Lil Jordan Humphrey to right to left. Knicks, they snap it at 0. They hand it off. Harvey looking for room. Barreling ahead. Everybody jump on. We're going on a trip. Get into the RJ Harvey. It's a road trip. Touchdown, Denver. 3-yard score for the Broncos, and that will put them ahead by 2 scores. Everybody onto the RJ Harvey, because we're going on a road trip here in Las Vegas, and it's just straight power football. Nobody pulls. You get Prentice going a little far out to the left side. Harvey just sees something he likes there, readjusts between the tackles there, and just bolts forward, carries a couple of Raiders into the end zone with him. Extra point is up, and it is good. 21-7, Bronco lead on a long, methodical drive going down. It's third down conversion after third down conversion, and right now it is RJ Harvey's day in the Bronco backfield. 4:05 to go in the third quarter. And that takes us to commercial break. 90 concurrent, 33 likes. Good God. How close are we to 200? From pedestrians to profanity, we have it all on Crushin' It. Fucking A, we do. Oh my God, we're at 179. We could legitimately hit 200 on this stream. We could. We're only 21 away, guys. And we've almost got my season goal. Oh my God. My God. What a stream, what a game. The Broncos are just taking it to the Raiders. I think I'm at 179. I think I just checked my analytics. I think we're up to 179. You guys we're up to 180. We're 20 away. I say it all the time. I mean, I glaze my viewer base because you guys always earn it. I have the best viewer base in the NFL. 100% I've got the best viewer base in the NFL. You guys are the best, man. Sip me a little bit of Dr. Pepper. We got Robert poking in. Love the way you're fucking calling play-by-play. Awesome job. Hurry, buddy. Let's go Broncos. I appreciate that. Sorry, I had a cord in the way right here. I got a Type-C to Type-C cord that runs from this monitor to this monitor. Here's my laptop. Here's my monitor. And the cord was kind of in the way of you. I appreciate you, Robert. Appreciate the love, man. Man, no, this might be my best stream I've ever had, man. Holy shit. Sorry, like, I'm still in a state of disbelief. Because, like, usually my streams lately have been, like, between, I think, like, maybe 10 concurrents somewhere in there. So, I mean, we're going places. Holy shit. No, I appreciate each and every one of you, as you can join the best viewer base in the league by hitting that subscribe button. We're almost at 200. I didn't think we had a shot to do it during this game, but holy hell, we might. 181, we're 19 away, ladies and gentlemen. And we got the post-game show coming up right after the game as well. I can't quit laughing. I can't quit losing my shit. So here we go. Broncos with the lead. They will be kicking the ball back to the Raiders now with a 2-possession lead, 21-7. And they are winning comfortably at the moment. Don't want to see him take the foot off the gas. Lutz will boot this into the air. This will be fielded, I believe, at the goal line. Maybe not. No. It is a rare miscue from Will Lutz, who ends up booting it out of bounds, and the Raiders are going to get this thing at the 40-yard line. It's a rare miscue from Will Lutz, and the Raiders offense, they're going to have, I mean, by far probably their best starting field position, maybe second best starting field position behind the miss on downs there right at the end of the half for the Broncos. Geno dealing with a cut on his finger somewhere. They got that bandaged up. It's on his throwing hand as well. Something he took, I believe, on that first possession of the half. Here we go, 4:05 to go. 1st and 10 now for the Raiders. Geno working on an 8 for 13 afternoon. It's going to be 3 to that left side. Geno taking the snap now out of the gun, slinging it over the middle, and that is Brock Bowers across midfield for a first down. Jahdae Barron in coverage there. Can't contain Bowers. And that is how the Raiders get their first down, I believe, of the half. No, probably their second one, I think. And it's great coverage by Barron there. It's just a better ball from Geno Smith, and just the slight step that Bowers had let him have enough separation just to be able to haul that one in. Barron does make the tackle in coverage as well. First down, Raiders. They're going to stay in the gun. It's a 2x2 set. They fake the handoff there to Genty, and he just has to dirt it. Looking to get a screen to Bowers going, and just had nothing set up there. Broncos pass rush read that well. A couple of guys were in the area. A couple of the D linemen were in the area. No grounding call. They had the guy in the area right there. A couple of Raider fans making their way back to the seats there. Looking like they got some cold beers and some good water. Yeah, that was just well played. I believe that was Jonah Ellis on the edge, just hand fighting there with Bowers behind the line. Wouldn't let him get off of the block. Here we go, 2nd and 10, 3:25 under center now. Single back set for Geno Smith. Geno, he will play fake it, play action, standing in the pocket now. Lets one rip, and that is caught. He had a guy coming back to the ball. That is Tyler Lockett for a gain of, I believe that is 9. Going to set up 3rd and short for the Raiders here, looking to answer the Broncos scoring. Of course, that Bronco touchdown was the first touchdown that they've scored since that Marvin Mims play. It's been a couple of drives between them. They give the Raiders 8 on that one, probably closer to 8.5. It's going to make it 3rd and 2. Geno in the gun, trips bunch on that right side. I believe Geno tried a hard count there. Thank you, Mom. Geno dropping back now. Stands in the pocket, has a good one to work with, and it was Tucker wide open over the middle, but he drops it. The ball was just a little behind. My mom made cookies, and she brought me one. W Mom right there. Absolutely W Mom. Hopefully I can get a Discord up. I do have one. I just don't know if I have the chat in. Or have it in the chat. This cookie is damn good, by the way. I just want everyone to know that. Yeah, man, they had Tucker wide open over the middle there. He just drops it. It's a miscue. Here we go. The Raiders are going to go for it on 4th and 2 in Bronco territory at the 39. Geno in the gun. It's a 2x2 set. They're going to make Genty a bit of an up man there. They barely get everybody set. Broncos blitz. Geno dancing around in the pocket. Now he lets one rip. He's got a man wide open on the right side. That is John Betch. Able to find a spot between the Bronco coverage a good ways down the field. Doesn't get tackled until Hufanga gets down to him right at the catch point. That's a big first down for the Raiders. John Betch just gets down that sideline, and I think he gets lost. Yeah, he just gets lost. McMillan or Drain, somebody doesn't follow him as he goes upfield there in the scramble drill. And by the time somebody realizes he's lost, Geno's already got the ball in the air. 1st and 10 now with the Bronco 22. It's another trips to the left side. Geno dropping back, now stepping up in the pocket there. Barely avoids a sack and then just slides down across the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Gain of 3. Bronco rush got in there, but they couldn't finish the job. That was 96 Uwazurike with an outstretched hand that couldn't get it. We have broken 100 concurrent viewers, everyone. Holy hell. My God, 2nd and 6. Gun set once again. Geno, quick drop, quick throw, and he's got John Betch once again. It's a gain of 7. No, it's a gain of 5, excuse me, on 2nd and 6. and gets the Raiders that much closer to a first down. The secret to success? My mom. My mom is great. I do love my mom. She made me a banger cookie. I just don't have the time to eat it yet. But it is delicious. Geno in the gun once again. They've been running that heavy this drive. It's going to be a 3-by-1 set for him. Or no, 2-by-2, excuse me. 2 tight ends to the right side. They hand it off to Genty, who dives forward and barrels through. It's a first down across the 10. It's going to get the Raiders down to, I believe, about the 8-yard line there. Bronco defense in the red zone with their backs against the wall. There are 114 of us in here. My goodness gracious, thank you all. If you want to join the best viewer base in the National Football League, feel free to subscribe. We're 17 away from 200, and we are, I believe, 4 likes away from 40. We are doing numbers I have never even dreamed of. Gun set, it's a trips to the left side. Now Bowers will motion, make it 2-by-2 to the right. Geno dropping, Broncos blitz heavy, bringing everybody. Geno rolling, and he just has to throw this one away. It's outstanding coverage on the back end by the Broncos secondary on a play where I think they brought 7 guys. Just everybody and their mom coming into the backfield for the Raiders. Geno, way to escape that one. Just can't find a guy downfield. It's going to be 2nd and goal to go with 7 seconds in the third quarter. Broncos looking to hold the Raiders out. Raiders looking to cut this to a 1-score game one way or another. I should probably have the points ready to fix just in case the Raiders do get a score here. It's a pistol set for Geno. Now into the gun. Trips bunch left side. Geno, play fake. Geno standing in the pocket now. Broncos fighting. Now he rolls. Geno pumping. Now gets it away to Bowers, who makes a miracle catch with Alex Singleton in coverage. Bobbled it with one hand and then brought it into his body with one hand. And that is how we get to the end of the third quarter. Broncos still up 21-7 here in Vegas. Bronco defense putting pressure on. Yeah, that's a miracle that Bowers was able to haul that one in. Good God. The ad break lets me eat my cookie. Like I said, outstanding cookie. Hard work pays off. Hey, it does, man. I've been grinding on this hard. 40 likes. My God, we've done it. Cheers from Beer505. Cheers. Appreciate each and every damn one of you. Man, holy hell. We are 14 subs away now from 200. Need to get a backdrop. Need to get a backdrop. Yeah, maybe. Probably get a green screen or something, but then it would look weird. Yeah, I just need to get a backdrop or something. I don't know. Just the way that I've got my camera, like my chair kind of blocks out a lot of stuff, and then there's just everything that you can see in the background. Let's see if I can kind of duck out of the way here and show you guys this. I got a no parking sign back there. No, I didn't steal it. You can buy them at Walmart. You want a cookie? I would give you one. I would give you one. I'm gonna have you're gonna have a lot of viewers. I'm telling you, I appreciate that, man. This has probably been the first like big breakthrough stream I've had, ever. Like I genuinely appreciate every one of you guys, man. Because my God, I don't think I've had 100+ concurrent viewers since I got rated. Like, God damn. Alright, I'm gonna hurry and finish this cookie off because this is immaculate. Alrighty. Alright. I'm here to tell you that, yeah, I appreciate that a lot, House of Love. Yeah, Coda Bear, I would get you a cookie if I could, man. Best I can offer is a Dr. Pepper. I do enjoy me a good Dr. Pepper. Of course, after the game, don't go anywhere. We are gonna have the orange soda after game show coming up. Yeah, just right after. So if you want to stick around for that, I would appreciate it. It'll only take me a couple of minutes just to get everything set up on my other scene here. Of course, I can pop over, show you how that looks. Actually, no, I can't. Here we go. 3rd and goal for the Raiders now. It's a Wildcat set. Pickett's in the game. With, Pickett's in the game for the Raiders. Pickett dropping in the gun, slinging one over the middle. That is Betch, and that is not enough. Down to the 6 to make it 4th and goal. Gino going to the locker room. Kenny Pickett has entered the game for the Raiders at quarterback as Gino walks to the locker room. Seen that a couple of times this year. Gino just getting banged up behind this Raiders line. Raiders are going to go for it here on 4th and goal. They've got it at the 5. Pickett will be in the gun. It will be trips to the right side of the formation. Genty lined up left. Here we go. Pickett taking the snap, dropping, 3-step. Now he's rolling. Pickett slinging for the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Bowers over the right near the right sideline. And that is a turnover on downs. Broncos are going to get the ball back. And this defense has completely morphed into just I don't think a wall is enough. I mean, this is the Great Wall of orange and blue so far here, and they're making a point against the Raiders. I think I talked about this again with Mark a couple of days ago, or I think last Tuesday after the Commanders game. I mean, the fear was that, you almost wondered, because I know we saw a defensive regression last season after kind of the midway point. We saw that especially in that Cleveland game last year, in the Cincinnati game. So, I asked Marky, I'm like, hey, so what do you think? Is this just a one-off kind of anomaly here, or do we need to be concerned? And he played the anomaly card. I pulled the anomaly card, saying, I'll call it concern when I see a trend. And right now, the Bronco defense absolutely standing back up after getting whacked against Washington. I'll take the drink. Go Denver. Yes, sir. Go Broncos. Go Broncos. Sandra Tucker popping in with a chat. Appreciate it. Been a hell of a stream so far. Hell of a game. Feeling really good about this one. We're 13 away from 200. We can hit it during this game and the post game. My goodness, everyone. 45 likes on the stream as well. I'm blessed, man. You guys are the best viewer base. All I'm saying, all you got to do, hit the subscribe button under the stream and you can join the best viewer base in the NFL. Yeah, play-by-play is my passion, man. Absolutely. I don't know. I probably stayed up until about 1 a.m. last night, after having a couple of drinks, just watching the best calls in NFL history, or just best football calls, Gus Johnson. Come on. I can't think of anyone's name. There's the Charlotte's announcer. Who else? There's a guy from I think it's South Dakota State. The Jackrabbits or something, who's a really good commentator that I saw a clip of. I keep working on my craft, man. I don't ever get complacent. If I want to have more streams like this, dude, I've got to be at the top of my game. I got to give you guys a reason to subscribe. I got to earn it, of course. I can ask for it all I want, but if I don't earn it, then I didn't earn it. So here we go, 21-7 now. Kenny Pickett has entered the game for the Raiders. Of course, it is Denver Bronco ball at their own 5-yard line. Nick's under center. They're going to bring Prentice in now to make it an I-form set. It's rather tight formation. Nix will turn around, hand this off to Harvey. Shakes out of a tackle, and now he's going to get forward. Gain of 4 up to the 9. Can I get a shout? I read your chat, Yohan. Yohan Chavez, 8677. Hell yeah. We're feeling good today, man. Proud of you. Thank you, Ender. You helped me a lot here, man. You helped me a lot. These graphics look outstanding. You stuck with me, and I appreciate that. 2nd and 6 after a gain of 4. Broncos trying to dig out of the shadow of their own goal line here. Looking for the formation. They'll be under center once again. I believe this is going to be 13 personnel with an extra offensive lineman. They screen it over to Bryant on a slant, who almost gets his helmet torn off, but he's up to the 20-yard line. Gain of 11 on 2nd and 6. And Pat Bryant coming in, making a big catch, and he just runs that classic Sean Payton slant on Porter. Should have got a face mask called on that. They don't, though, and Bryant gets up to the 20. Broncos come out in 13 personnel, overload the right, and it's just Bryant on a sweet little slant doing the dirty work. So, new set of downs. Now it's going to be not quite a full house formation for Nix in the pistol. He's got Ingram in the backfield with him as well as Harvey. Nix taking the snap. He will fake it to Harvey, rolling to his left, tosses it to Troutman, who spins out of a tackle before he gets spun out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gain of 5 for the Broncos, and Adam Troutman getting involved once again. Like I said at halftime, Bo has been spreading the ball around a lot so far in this game. They have absolutely been spreading this ball left, right, and center. Second and 5 now. They're in the huddle here, looking to get out pretty quick. They get out with 15 seconds. Nix will come out in the gun. It's going to be Tripp's bunch on that left side. Ingram close to inline, not quite there. Now they motion Mims to make it 2x2 tight. Nix dropping. Doesn't really drop. Lets one rip over the middle to Cortland Sutton, and seeing nowhere to go, he just falls down to the 38. It's a gain of 13 yards there, and that's an absolute dart thrown by Bo Nix. Just letting one go on a laser-guided pointer. It just looks to be, I think it's a dig route there from Sutton, a little bit of a choice route that he runs. Something out of the run-and-shoot offense. Just a beautiful little choice route. I believe Sutton could... On plays like that, and you really don't know, but Sutton's read essentially there is, if there's no real safety help, cut it up and dig. But if not, cut it in. Get behind the second level. Full house set for Nix now in the pistol. Play fake to Harvey. Now Nix has to roll. Nix gets a block behind him, and then he's just got to slide down at the line of scrimmage. Nix doing what he can to not take a sack there. Nothing comes open for him. Smiling over at McGlinchey there. Raiders brought heat on that one, and just nobody came open downfield for Nix. You don't see a lot of full house all the time there. Broncos run it there to no real avail. My nose is running for some reason. Not loving that all that much, but, you know, it is what it is. That's up 2nd and 10 for the Broncos now. Clock has ticked under 10:50. Broncos with a 2-score lead. Nix will go under center once again. It's a tight set, 22 personnel. Nix will toss it to Harvey, who breaks it to the left side, looking for a block. Doesn't get it. Breaks out of a tackle, though, and able to dance around. Gets to around the 44. It'd be a gain of 4. We'll see what the flag is that's come down on the field. This could be coming back as the Broncos try to put this game away. We'll see who they call. I'm not sure who they're going to get. Maybe Crosby offsides? No, defensive holding. Broncos are going to take that free first down happily. They get defensive holding. I didn't catch who they got. We've hit 50 damn likes. Goodness gracious, everybody. Someone with a peace emoji, Ron Hayes. If that was you leaving, then I appreciate you poking in. Keep it rolling. Absolutely keep it rolling. 100%. Under 10:30 to go in the game. Nix, once again, single back set. They motion Prentice. Nix has to wiggle out of a sack, and he throws one to Lil Jordan Humphrey. Don't know how he got that one out. It's a gain of 5 or 6 up to the Raider 45. Nix just sidesteps a guy, a free rusher coming in. Meanwhile, score update. Caleb Williams and the Bears score a touchdown, and they get a 2-point conversion, and they get a 3-point game over there in Green Bay. So the Bears aren't dead yet. 9:47 and rolling now. Nix in the gun. It is Tyler Bidet that is checked in at running back. 3-by-1 set. They're going to send Franklin in motion to make it 2-by-2. Nix play fake. Dropping now. 5-step in the gun. Nix sets and lets one rip. And incomplete. Looking for Sutton along the left sideline there. Sutton rolls himself up there. Looks a little slow getting up. You don't like to see that. Diving effort by both guys, Porter and Sutton. Sutton wanted a flag on that, and that would have been understandable. I think the ref reached for it and just didn't pull it. Here we go, 3rd and 4. Now for the Broncos, inside of Raider territory. Get a tissue. Yeah, I got to go blow my nose. I gotta go. I gotta go blow my nose here, but the game action's going. I can't. Here we go. Nick's in the gun. 3rd and 4. 2x2 set. They bring Huff in a little tighter. Nick's dropping. Blitz is on. Nick's lets it rip, and it's a sliding catch to the ground by Sutton down to the 34 for a first down. Daps up Evan Ingram with the ball. Get to chat here. Get a tissue. Yeah, we'll get there when we get to commercial break, man. I got a game to call. Mary Selvage checking in. And then we got Tara Lynn, big-time 40-year Bronco fan here in Oklahoma. Third channel I found with the play-by-play. Far better than the other two I listened to. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tara Lynn. We're up to 54 likes in this MFR. Holy hell, man. And we are 8 subscribers away from 200. We could do it this stream, guys. Come on, help me out. That's the end of season goal. Here we go. Nick's in the gun. It's no, we're going to get a timeout on the field. Could be the Raiders that took it. No, it's the Broncos. Play clock was getting a bit low for them here. We're going to get the timeout in. Broncos looking just to throw another score on. We do have a commercial break. I've got time to go blow my nose. Woo! Nose blown. Okay, nose blown. We're all good, everybody. Denver will be tied with the Pats. So Denver has the tiebreaker. So I was talking about this at the start of the stream. Yeah, so I was saying at the start of the stream that a win against the Raiders today, because the Raiders beat the Pats in week 1, this is essentially as good as a head-to-head win against the Pats. Broncos knew I needed to get a tissue, called a timeout. They did. Broncos knew, man. I got that I got that psychokinesis there. I got that telekinetic link with Sean Payton. I'm like, hey man, I gotta blow my nose. Take a timeout, man, please. No, it's been amazing to see everybody in here though, man. It has been absolutely incredible. We're 6 subscribers away from 200. I never thought we would do this in one stream. Holy shit. And we still got the postgame show coming up after this as well. And we are going to be in incredibly high spirits. Nick Sense. Yeah, I got that Nick Sense. All right, I like to play on words. 6 cents, Nick Sense. We're 5 likes away from 60 on the stream. And we are 6 subscribers away from 200. 5 away now. Will we hit 60 likes or 200 subs first? We're 5 away both ways. Either one helps the channel out incredibly. We started this stream in the 160s for subscribers. So I mean this is all you guys. You guys have made this all happen. You guys have made this all happen. You're already here. You've already been here as long as you have, man. Join the best viewer base in the National Football League. Help me to 200. Like the stream as well. All that good jazz for the algorithm. You guys are incredible. Good night. Every time I refresh my analytics page, like the number just goes ooh-it, 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 ooh-it. Like, holy hell, you guys are the best. Hit the like and sub chat. Thank you, Vic. Appreciate you, Vic. Play calling was good enough to attract the Colts fan. True. I form for Nick's there. They pitch it out right side. It's going to be McLaughlin who's got some room to work with. Making a man miss. Trying to spin out of a tackle there. And they will down him before the 20-yard line. But he will have a nice gain. I believe 7 or 8. Clock keeps ticking under 8:35. It's a nice run there for the Broncos who have gotten the run game going. That's something that we're going to get. That's something that we're going to get into during the postgame, by the way. So don't go anywhere after the game ends. But we are going to get into this running game because the numbers have been outstanding for the Broncos in the run game tonight, man. Holy hell. Yeah, of course, once again, after this, the Orange Soda After Game show coming up. Here we go. I form for Knicks once again, still in 22 personnel. They will hand it off. Adam Prentice to get some short yards, and Adam Prentice up to the 22. A fullback has gotten multiple carries in a football game. Adam Prentice might be the greatest of all time. Adam Prentice able to push the pile forward and give the Broncos a new set of downs just outside of the red zone now. Adam Prentice quickly becoming one of my favorite Broncos. Oi, oi, oi. 7:30 now and ticking down. It's a gun set for Nix. Two receivers. Adam Prentice will go in motion. Nix taking the snap, dropping. Raiders rush forward. Nix steps up. Pumps it out. Now he directs Harvey to get a block for him. And Nix does a tightrope act up the sideline. And I think he's got a first down. He does. Inside the Raider 15. Looks like he gained about 11 on that one to get the Broncos nearly to the Raider 10. Now, they might be respotting this, seeing if he stepped out of bounds. Oh, he did. Oh, he's short of the first down. That white chalk came up, too. Nix did step out of bounds earlier on the carry. It's still a good game, but his left foot, while he's doing the tightrope act, goes out of bounds. Unfortunately. So it's not as cool of a run as we would have liked, but whatever. Still a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 now for Nix in the offense. Looking to put this thing away under center. Mims goes in motion. They hand it off to him on an end around, looking for blocks, looking for room. And I don't think he's quite going to get a first down on that. Max Crosby able to kind of track him down just around the backside of the play there. Able to kind of wheel him down. That sets up 3rd and short. It's a gain of, I want to say, about 3 there for Mims. Meanwhile, Green Bay, Christian Watson with a 41-yard touchdown. They only give him a gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Broncos trying to get everybody set real quick. Now Nick's going to plow forward on a sneak, and I think he's got it. They run a quarterback sneak on 3rd and 2, and I think they converted it just barely. I think Nix just barely converts this with 5:57 and ticking down. Either way, I think you go for this, even if you didn't get it, because if you didn't get it, it's 4th and maybe an inch. Broncos with over 35 minutes of time of possession. It will be 4th and inches. They call him just a bit short. So on 4th and inches, I mean, yeah, the Broncos, I mean, they've got to go for this. We actually might have to get a timeout, though, unless they reset the play clock. Yeah, I think they reset the play clock there while they were trying to spot the ball. Go Broncos! Bok Choy's in here. Johan Chavez, please give shout out. Here's your shout out. Johan Chavez. I don't know what you upload, my guy. I don't know you. I guess if you check him out and you like what he puts out, feel free. There you go, Johan. Bok Choy in the house? Absolutely. We are hyped for Bok Choy. Finally showing his face. Woot Enders Hoosiers won. They did. Hoosiers #1 in the Big Ten. Oh, baby. We got the gang in here. Ender, Bach, we got everybody here. I think we're just missing Trent now from Hilltime. Maybe David talks Broncos if he poked in here. We're four subs away from 200, ladies and gentlemen. Fun to watch and listen to, dude. I appreciate you. I can't read your name on a snapshot. Here we go. 4th and 1 is what they call it. Nix under center. That is Harvey in the backfield. Nix will hand it off. Harvey barreling up the middle, and he's got it. RJ Harvey on a 4th and 1. He gets 2, maybe 3. I got to get back to a chat here because I couldn't read the name. That is Aleve G Photography? Hell yeah. #1 in the Big Ten, #1 in the playoffs. Someone tell the Broncos to make a touchdown. They made a couple already, Johan. They made 3 up to this point. But I would like to see them score again because fuck the Raiders. We don't like the Raiders. 4:50 now and ticking down on the clock. It's a new set of downs for the Broncos. Inside Raider territory, they get a first down at the 2. Nix in the I form will hand it off. That is Harvey trying to barrel forward, and he does across the 10. Probably spot him at about the 9 and maybe quarter line there, and that's about a gain of 3 on that for RJ Harvey, who's been having a really nice game so far. Has a touchdown scored. He's doing good in the run game. The Broncos seem to have committed, at least for the moment, to RJ Harvey as the lead back up to this point. Here we go, 4-12. It's an I formation once again. They're down to the 10. It was a gain of 2. Play fake. Nix gets a block in the backfield. Throws it to Adam Prentice. And that'll go for a gain of 6. Maybe a gain of 5. Adam Prentice can do it all. Adam Prentice. Can I get a Hoosiers? There you go. Number 1 in the Big Ten are the Indiana Hoosiers. Heisman Mendoza, absolutely. Mendoza is a monster. 3rd and 3. It's a gain of 5. Is my RJ Harvey curse broken? Potentially. Gun set. Bunch trips to the left side for Nix and the Broncos in the gun. Harvey is to Nix's right. Nix taking the snap. Nix standing in the pocket, letting one rip. And it's just off of the outstretched hands of Cortland Sutton. Working on Eric Stokes Jr., I believe there. Nix fastballs it into the end zone. Sutton knows he missed one. My favorite chair with my Broncos helmet listening to you. Appreciate you, Coda Bear. Appreciate you. Ron Hayes poking in now with the number 1 finger. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Once again, I only need 4 of you to join us here. 4 of you to join the best viewer base in the NFL. And we'll be at 200. Here we go. Lutz will be on now for a short field goal. It's going to be about 20-something yards for him here. 23 yards from the right hash is up. And it is good. 24-7 Broncos with 3:56 to go. Broncos are looking good on this game today, man. They came out against the Raiders and look, they didn't come out flashy. They didn't come out, they're just outplaying the Raiders. Like, it's not flashy, it's not gorgeous, they're just executing, they're out-executing, and it has been a great game. All it took was Jones blowing his leg out and the Colts collapsing. For IU or for RJ Harvey? Or for both? That's the question. Hang on. I gotta pull up another tab over here. ESPN. Yeah, I gotta pull up another tab over here just so I can get, like, the box score stats and stuff. Post-game show is gonna be a little shorter than I usually try to do just because I gotta go over and help bleed my clutch in my truck. So I can have back both understandable. Yeah, I am sorry about your Colts. At the very least, IU is on top. Would you rather a Colts Super Bowl or would you rather an IU national championship? You gotta sacrifice one for the success of the other. That's all I'm saying. Where is the box score gone on my ESPN? Good God, ESPN bugging out. Yeah, this Broncos rushing attack is doing good things so far tonight, man. We'll talk about that in the postgame. Sacrificed the Pacers for the Colts, had buyer's remorse, and sacrificed the Colts for IU. Have Trey Tucker touch the ball? Is that a question? Is that meant to be has he or not? Tucker's got a couple of catches, but nothing great. Yeah, Trey Tucker's only 2 of 24 receptions to yards. This Raiders offense has pretty much been stuck in first gear since their first drive of the game. I mean, this Broncos defense has just kind of had it out for the Raiders ever since. And it shows. So Broncos are going to be fresh off of the field goal now. They've got a 3-score lead here over the Raiders. It's a 17-point game, and now the defense is just going to be looking to close this thing out. Of course, Raiders maybe going to try and get a miracle quick comeback, but it's going to be Kenny Pickett now at quarterback for them with Geno Smith exiting the game, going to the locker room earlier. I don't know if he came back out. So we'll see how that goes right there. 2 subs away. 2 subs away from 200, ladies and gentlemen. Woke up 10 minutes ago to Geno throw any picks. No. He had one near interception. That ball was kicked for a touchback, by the way. Fielded in the end zone. Why did my phone autocorrect Indiana to India? Great question. Yeah, I mean, we are 2 subs away from, in one stream, going from 168 to 200. We still got a few minutes to get this done before the end of the game. I'm telling you right now, we've almost got 60 likes, and we've almost got 200 subs. You guys have been incredible. here this afternoon, man. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough. I always say it. I have the best viewer base in the NFL, and I will hear nothing otherwise. You guys always come in, and you guys are always just incredible. All of yous. We are in a commercial break after the kickoff, so you are not missing anything. I don't know if somebody got hurt or if they just cut to the break after the kickoff for, shits and gigs. Make me watch an AI-generated Coca-Cola ad. Garbage. Yeah, so yeah, we are in the ad roll here in the last, kind of the closing minutes of this ball game and what should be an assured Broncos victory. And what should be an absolutely assured Broncos victory. 17 points is the margin right now. And for once, I mean, they are winning a game comfortably. I was confident coming into this against the Raiders, man. I was. I understand that the way the league is this year with all the parity and the any given Sunday kind of being the theme of the year, like the Raiders could have put up a fight, and early it did. Early it looked like the Raiders were going to put up a heavy fight. But I mean, the Broncos just got the upper hand there with another scoring drive, and it's been all Broncos since then. They get the third quarter touchdown, and from there, I mean, it was just kind of kill them slowly, make it slow and painful for the Raiders. Oh man, oh shit, we've hit our 60 likes. Have we hit our 200 subs? We're close, 2 away. Gotta love a multi-million-dollar corporation avoiding laying people off and using AI. Yup. You might look into a career for sports broadcasting. I would absolutely love to, man. Need CBS to give me a call. Absolutely. Or ESPN. I need somebody to give me a damn call. Oh, we're back. Raider ball. It's a touchback. They'll have it at their own 35-yard line. I'm going to throw one of those in right quick. Yeah, two subs away from 200. We can hit it. I know we can. If you really enjoy what you've heard here today, hit that subscribe button. Here we go. Lockett goes in motion. Left to right side makes a 2x2. Pickett, short drop, short throw, and it's in and out of the hands of Tyler Lockett. Geno, of course, exited the game earlier with an injury just kind of shortly into the second half after their first possession. Broncos held the ball for so long that, I mean, Kenny Pickett really hasn't had a lot of opportunities. Kenny Pickett's now 1 for 3, if that shows you kind of the mismatch between everything. Kenneth was confident they would win. I certainly was as well. Empty set now for Pickett and the Raiders. It's a 3x2 set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. They motion a man in orbit. That is Mostert. Pickett looking and slings one incomplete there. Inaccurate ball. There's a flag down on the field. Surtain there working on Tyler Lockett, and I think they're going to call him for something. They're going to get him for PI. If you get a career in broadcasting, you better take Enders with you. I absolutely will. Absolutely will. I'm going to tell this man, hey, this guy did great graphics for me. No, man, if this thing blows up, man, like, we're loyal to everyone that's been here, man. That's what we do here. So it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders. After a pass interference call, they get on Pat Surtain. We've hit it! Holy shit, folks, we hit 200! We'll get into that in a second. Kenny Pickett in the gun. It's a 2x2 set with a man in the backfield to his right. Takes the snap. It's another short drop for Pickett. Lets one rip there, and he gets up to the 49. That's John Betch on the reception. Now they're going to call him the 48-yard line. That'll make it 2nd down. We've hit the 263 likes, everybody. Holy shit, we've done it. Raiders go no huddle. It's going to be trips on the left side. Pickett in the gun once again. Pickett dropping now. Bit of a longer drop. Slings one right side. Across the Bronco 40. Out at the Bronco 37. Raiders keep it moving in no huddle. 3:14 and ticking down now for the Raiders. My voice is trying to quit. I won't let it. Gun set, 2x2. Pickett taking the snap. It's a 5-step drop. Pressure gets in. Nick Bonito will rip him down. Back to the 40-yard line. Nick Bonito screaming around the left edge. And that's 2 now on the afternoon for Nick Bonito. Clock keeps ticking. 2:50 and dropping. Broncos only bring 4 on this one there. They bluff Hufanga, but he waits in man there for Mostert, and then it's just Nick Bonito ripping around the side. 2nd and 15. Pickett, quick drop now out of the gun. Slings it over the middle. He's got Brock Bowers working on Justin Stranad, and that'll get him across for a 1st down. Unfortunately, it's again a 15 there on 2nd and 15 after the sack. Welcome to Casa Bonito. Not for long, apparently. Broncos with 4 down linemen now. It's going to be Pickett once again out of the gun, drop in, letting one rip over the middle, and he's got a man. Touchdown, Raiders. That is Jackson, number 4 for him. That'll make it a 13-24 game. Just gets free down the middle of the field on what looked like some sort of cover 2 by the Broncos. We'll get this. We'll get a better call there when they show the replay. It'll be a wide-angle replay that I really want to see what the coverage was here. Yeah, maybe it's man, but Brandon Jones just doesn't really react to it. He's the safety help over the top there. Riley Moss just kind of gets cooked a little bit there by number 4. That is Jackson for the Raiders. They make it a 21. It's 13 now. They'll see if they get the 14 on with Dan Carlson. Sympathy points. I hope that's all it is. 2:17 to go. Extra point is up, and it is right down Broadway to make it 14-24 for the Raiders. Raiders still have 3 timeouts in the 2-minute warning. 2:17 to go. Kenny Pickett rips one down the middle to Jackson. Broncos should get the ball back here. We're probably going to see an onside attempt by the Raiders just to try and get back into this game with just over 2 minutes to go. That was Shedrick Jackson with a 25-yard touchdown, so if you had him... Surprisingly, my only degree is in game design. Damn. Grats. Casa Bonito. Yes, sir. Yeah, no, thank you, everybody. 65 likes, 104 of you in here. We've gone over 2,000 views. We're almost to 2,100. I could not have asked for a better stream today, man. Holy shit. We are in commercial break before that 2-minute warning and before the kickoff. We believe in Bo. We absolutely do. I want to see the Broncos put the Raiders away on this drive. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. That is everything I want to see at this time. 66 likes. We might hit 70. Good Lord. We've broke 200 subscribers on the stream, and we might hit 70 likes. I have not had a stream go this damn good since I got rated by Tom Grossi. You guys are seriously the best. My goodness, man. We can't do any of this without you guys coming in and supporting the way you guys have come out today. I'm blessed. I'm humble, man. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. What do we even do? We are still in commercial break. Congrats. Appreciate it, Vic. I appreciate each and every flippin' one of you. Sorry, I'm just kind of losing my mind here that this happened, that we had this big of a stream in just one day. I think we've outdone my last 28 days worth of subs in, what are we on now? Almost not even 3 hours? This is incredible. Of course, once again, once the game is over, we will be running the Orange Soda after game show, so stick around for that. Don't miss on that. Because that's usually a pretty fun segment where I get to lose my ever-loving mind. It will be a separate upload as well. I'm not even going to go make a new thumbnail for it or anything. I'll do that after we record, and I'll just re-upload the after game show on its own. Obviously, we'll do it live. We've hit 70 likes. I have to do it live now. Oh, boy. Happy for you, man. Appreciate it, Bok Choy. Raiders are going to go for the onside kick. Last time they successfully got one, December of 2017 against KC. And the Broncos will fall on it. It's Adam Troutman. There's a scuffle for it at the bottom there, but I think this should be Broncos ball. Don't forget, yeah, you, Enders, and Wolfie, the original 3. It is Bronco football. I remember the originals. Don't worry. Did the Raiders win? No. Hell no. And Adam Troutman just recovered the onside kick that would have given the Raiders a miracles, stone's throw, snowball's hell and chance. Or snowball's chance in hell to win this. Yeah, no, the Raiders, they did not win. Scoreboard. Yeah, man. My goodness. I think I gotta make a couple of other guys mods as well. I think if there's a couple other guys around here that deserve mod. We're at 202. We are securely over 200. Hell yeah, you guys. Unfortunately, the Raiders won it losing. I missed a chat up here. Signal6, love the show. Appreciate it, Signal. I like that username. That's kind of cool. Lamau. All right, Bok Choy. All right, here we go. It's a single back. They hand it off to Harvey going up the middle. They had Prentice in motion, and now it's, oh boy, Harvey fighting ahead. Up past the Raider 40-yard line. Broncos just about in field goal range again. 2:06 to go. Raiders are going to take a timeout after a gain of 8 from R.J. Harvey on the ground. They sent Prentice in motion across the formation there to start it. It wasn't quite nigh for him. They had him lined up at tight end. And then they're just barreling it straight up the gut. Bok, you have earned this. Hang on a minute, Bok Choy. Bok Choy, you've earned this. Enjoy your blue wrench. You have earned it. Thank you for your service. I'm an on-the-road truck driver, and you are my lifeline to the Broncos. Appreciate you, Darren. Do it for the love of the game, man. Do it for the love of the game. Here we go. It's another single back set. Prentice lined up as a tight end, kind of a wing. They motion him again. Nix hands it off to Harvey once again. Harvey getting wiggly, and Harvey's got a first down. Protecting the ball they needed to on second down. They get 3. Raiders take their timeout with 2:01 to go here. So they'll get another chance. Or they'll get one more stoppage on this side. So they'll get 3 stoppages on the 2-minute warning, and then they'll have one more on the other side of it. Broncos are deep in their territory already, and they can just easily make it a 2-score game again. Well, they can make it even more of a 2-score game. Bok Choy mod, let's go. Yes, sir. Okay, I won't let you down. Yes, sir. The judge handed me 20 years like he was handing out candy. Hey, yo. God damn. Thank you. Yes, sir, Bok Choy. Thank you. Thank you. Man, I can't wait until we get to memberships on this channel, man, because I'll be able to do some cool member content. I can't wait, dude. Now that I'm learning, now that I've learned the game as much as I have, I would love to do film breakdowns. Single back set for Nix here. He will play fake. Nix likely looking for the end zone, and he just gets backed into a sack. Max Crosby gets him down to the 38. Nix had the pocket collapsing around him. Just a goofy sequence of events there on that 1st and 10. And Nix just ends up having to eat the dirt on that one a smidge. That'll take us into the 2-minute warning break, and here's what we're going to do before we do the after-game stuff. I am going to run to the pisser right quick. I am going to run to the pisser, so I will be right back. All right, we're back from the piss. We're back from the pisser. We've returned. I've taken the much needed. I've had to pee since halftime, and I simply have not gone anywhere. I needed to pee so bad at halftime, man. Goodness gracious. Oof. No time. Only playing. Agreed. Make a Patreon. I've thought about doing a Patreon. I have. I don't know, just the way that my schedule goes right now, I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to make enough content to justify a Patreon over there just because of how my schedule is. Like I fear I wouldn't be able to make enough, like, Patreon-only content to justify it. Piss on it, we pissed on it. Final 2 minutes now to sift away in this ball game. Of course, coming up after this, we are going to have the Orange Soda after show. So stay tuned for that. Do not go anywhere after the game. Do I live in Denver? No, I don't. I do not live in Denver. It's going to be a single back set. Jaleel McLaughlin enters the game at tailback for the Broncos. They will hand it off to him going right side. Now he's going to try to bounce it back to the left side. He does for a gain of what looks to be 3. It's going to bring up 3rd down now. And, yeah, after the sack, you know, on 2nd and 15, it does put the Broncos behind the sticks. Just a little bit here. Of course, I believe they are in field goal range. A field goal would make it not a 17. It would make it a 13-point game. I can math. It would make it a 13-point game. Orange bang, yes, sir. There's my Dr. Pepper all finished up. So here we go. It's going to be about 3rd and 12. Patreon's just a way to help, plus a safe spot to do film breakdowns without NFL breathing down the neck. True. True. That's true. 7, number 1 from Grand Junction. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Here we go. Knicks in the I set here. Adam Prentice re-enters the game. Broncos snapping this at the Raider 35. They will just turn around and hand it off to Tyler Bidet. Tyler Bidet trying to drive forward. He gets across the 30. They needed the 23 for a first down. They don't get near that, but they get down to about the 27. At the very least, it's field goal range here. But that's a big run from Bidet to get the Broncos just a little closer. We'll see what they choose to do here. They can tick off about as much time as they feel like before maybe taking the field goal. Nobody would have timeouts in that situation. Raiders have already used their timeout. It's a 4th and 3. We might see the Broncos offense stay on the field for this. They're going to run this clock all the way down, so if they don't get it, Raiders would have about 60 seconds to work with. 1:04 on the clock. Broncos take the final timeout of the game. My fear of doing film breakdown on YouTube would be YouTube Contents Match System kicking in. Yeah, no, absolutely. It amazes me that, like, Tim Jenkins does as good as he does doing that just because of how the NFL treats their content. But I would love to do some shit like that. I would absolutely love to. I would have to learn every concept in the ins and outs because I don't know every route concept. But I do enjoy breaking down the game and all that, you know, like. And even then, like, there are some things that you can notice in real time as the game goes. Like, Bo, for the 3rd week in a row, like, Bo's footwork it's been solid. It's been where it needs to be. And now Nix is just piecing together good game after good game. Here we go, 4th and 3 with 1:04 to go. Broncos offense is going to light up to, at the very least, try and draw an offsides. If not, go for this thing. Nix is under center. It's 12 personnel. Nix will hand it off. That is Harvey looking for a lane. Breaks 1 tackle, but will get no further than the line of scrimmage. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Raiders now have 58 seconds and no timeouts. And down 10, so Kenny Pickett and the offense will come out one more time to finish this thing off. Sean Payton doesn't look too frustrated. That would have just been the cherry on top of what's already been a pretty dominant victory for the Broncos. So 58 seconds. Raiders are going to have this pretty deep in their own territory. Need to get a drawing tablet so you can do the diagram on screen. True. Yeah, give me a telestrator. 1st and 10. Raiders are going to have this at their own 28-yard line now. It's going to be a gun set for Pickett. It's 3-by-1 set. 1 guy on the right side, bottom of the screen. Broncos bring 4 on this one. Pickett back to throw. Slings one out. Check down to Mostert. Stiff arms a guy to get out of bounds. It's Jahdae Barron on the tackle. I'll say Mostert did get out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 7 with 52 seconds to go. Raiders trying to throw a little bit of polish on what's been a pretty turd of a game so far for him. Trips left again. They snap it. Pickett out of the gun. Pressure getting in on him. Able to navigate it. Gets one away to Betch. And the Broncos converge on him in bounds. Raiders got to go. 42 and ticking down. 41, 40. Raiders trying to get set now. Up to their own 35. Pickett in the gun once again. Up man is Mostert in the backfield. Pickett, quick drop. Now he's got to scramble around again. He's going to run for it, and he slides down inbounds across the 40, running more time off of the clock. They're going to spike it. That's what he's motioning. 20 seconds to go. Pickett, they get set. They spike it with 16 seconds on the clock. Raiders just trying to get one more for pride in this game. But Broncos country, it's about time to get the goddamn brooms out, because the Broncos have swept the Raiders, and they've done it in round 2 just in absolutely dominant fashion here. 24-14. Of course, the Raiders might add a couple of sympathy points here right at the end to make it look closer, but here we go. Trips right side, Brock Bowers isolated, inline up top, left side of the formation. Pickett makes a quick adjustment at the line, takes a snap now, 5-step drop for him. Caden Ellis almost gets into him, or John, excuse me. Pickett lets one rip while he's rolling, and he's got a man. That's Tyler Lockett inside the Bronco 35. And that should be the last play of the game. We're going to get a flag down on the back end of that for some reason. I think they're going to get Jones for touching him at the end of the play, or for not being able to get off of him. Not sure what the point of this one is, Blue. Not gonna lie to you, game's already over. Yeah, they get Brandon Jones for delaying game. Come on. So the Raiders are gonna get one last sympathy play here with 4 seconds to go. Headsets are off on that Denver sideline as they celebrate their 10th straight win, as Coda Bear points out, to move to 11-2. They're going to bring on Daniel Carlson to tack a field goal onto this. How funny would it be if he missed? It's going to be Carlson from the right hash. We'll see what the distance is on this. It'll be spotted down. It's going to be about a 46-yard kick. It will be 46. 5 seconds to go. Kick snap is down, kick is up, and it's good for sympathy. 24-17 will be your final score, and your Denver Broncos move to 11-2 on the back of 10 straight victories, and they have swept the Las Vegas Raiders and reclaimed the top spot in the AFC. Ladies and gentlemen, this is as good as a head-to-head win against the New England Patriots, and we'll get into some of that coming up here on Crushin' It. We got the post-game show coming up here, the Orange Soda After Show, so do not go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have that ready for you in just a second. Testing 1 2 1 2. Let's kill the music. Let me know how you guys feel about the music, by the way. Ooh, forgot I actually had that on. I had that audio on because I was kind of getting into the music. Woo, boy, here we go. After game show, ladies and gentlemen. First off, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here for this stream today because we set so many records during the stream. Subscriber records, like records. I mean, hell, this is the best stream I've done without getting rated. So, I mean, first off, you guys were absolutely incredible. So let's, ooh, I've got one graphic that we're not ready for yet. Here we go, man. So yeah, we kind of segment this, is the way this usually goes. We do this in segments. Obviously, I'm going to go chop this up in post-production, but we got it live. We got you guys live. So here we go. Take one, la-da-da. The Denver Broncos came out and swept the Raiders. They got the brooms out of the closet, and in dominant fashion, they beat the Raiders. The score wasn't as close as it looked. This game was 24-10, 21-7 at one point, and the Denver Broncos came out and just laid a whooping on this Las Vegas Raiders team. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this after the fact, after we've uploaded this properly. Welcome to the Orange Soda After Game Show here on Crushin' It. I'm your host, as always, Miles Smith, and what a game. It feels good to just win a game. To just outplay the other team, start to finish, and come out on top. This game was close for a little bit there in that first quarter, but after the Raiders scored on their first possession, man, it was all Denver Broncos. And it's an absolutely incredible feeling, man. Just to not have to sit there and do the cardiac kids thing after last week. I think us Broncos fans absolutely needed a break here. We'll get into the stats and analysis here that we saw out of this game here. I'll break down everything that I can out of this game because there is so much positive and almost no negative, man. I feel so good about this game right now. But yeah, once again, if you're watching this live or after the fact, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get right into this. The running game, we were harping on this. I was talking with Marky about this a couple of days ago on last Tuesday after the Commanders game. The big concern for the Broncos was the running attack, and I have good news. Firstly, for the Broncos. Secondly, for Mr. Ender Games, graphics guy, shout to him. He'll be in the description on his fantasy team, man. Let's talk about this. As a team, the Broncos go 31 of 152 on the ground for 4.9 a carry and 2 touchdowns. Outstanding as a team. Who got the bulk of the carries? It's R.J. Harvey on a career-high 17 carries for 75 yards. Goes 4.4 a pop with a touchdown. It was a great showing from R.J. Harvey today, man. It just felt like big run after big run after big run for R.J. Harvey. The rookie out of UCF's been looking for that big game on the ground, and he got it. The Broncos O-line was blocking so well today. I mean, they were blocking their asses off, man, and you had Adam Prentice coming out and making plays both in the run game and in the passing game, but for the most part, he did everything in the run game. Outstanding blocker, but he got 2 carries of his own. 2 carries, 22 yards, a long of 18. That call was fun to do when Adam Prentice broke it out like a young, what was his name? Like a young Andy Janovich coming right out of Arkansas. Man, that was fun. Jaleel McLaughlin goes 4 of 22, so he does good in relief as well. Beatty, 4 for 16, 4 a pop. It was good for him as well. Nick's using his legs when the opportunity arose. 3 for 15. 8-yard carry was his long on the day. He had a touchdown as well. Just a great day, man. Mims had a 2-yard carry, but come on. just an absolutely incredible day compared to what we've seen lately from the Broncos running game. Speaking of Bo Nix, not the flashiest game of all time, but when your team is doing the things that they were doing today, man, you don't need it. 31 of 38 for 212. It is 5.6 an attempt, but at this point, I'll take a guy that's throwing what's there and not throwing picks than something that's super flashy. And Nix does add another total touchdown on to his docket on the ground, which we did talk about. To touch back on Marvin Mims, we'll get to him in a minute because I am gonna glaze that man like a donut. I'm telling you right now. Receiving game, Cortland Sutton, once again the leading receiver, 6'4", 62. It was a good game from him. Him and Bo were on the same page early in the game, and it was good just to see them kind of get that chemistry going again. Sutton had a hell of a day. Pat Bryant caught a real nice slant in the fourth quarter when the Broncos were not down. They were down in their own territory real deep, and he converted. Pretty crucial down there. 4 for 32 in all on the day. Humphrey had 3 catches, 27 yards. Harvey 6 for 25, so that gives him 100 total yards on the day. So that is, you love that for RJ. Troutman, 17 yards on 2 grabs. Prentice, 11 yards on 2 grabs. My boy, the fullback. Troy Franklin, 3 grabs, 11 yards. McLaughlin had a 9-yard catch. Ingram, man, I was sad about Ingram not really playing as big of a role as I would have liked to have seen in this game, but it really just wasn't there. It sucks that he follows up his best game as a Bronco with just kind of an absolute stinker. Bidet has a 5-yard catch, as does Marvin Mims. Again, we'll touch on Marvin Mims in a minute. As a whole from the offense, though, I mean, it was clean. Everything was executed well. Not a whole lot of penalties. There's only one offensive penalty that I think of, and that was on Mike McGlinchey, which obviously not ideal. I think the Broncos did overcome that one, though. Yeah, they did, because they got a face mask a play later. I mean, just up and up, probably one of the best Broncos games of the year, and you really wanted to see him do it against the Raiders, because who likes the Raiders? Not us over here, not on Crushin' It. We fucking hate the Raiders. Yeah, we're dropping F-bombs today because I feel like it. I'm feeling so hype right now. Let's talk about the defense real quick, man. Defense played lights out as well for probably 95% of the game, maybe 90% of the game. Raiders go down and get that first drive score, and for a minute you're thinking, oh boy, here we go. We saw the defense kind of lose a step last season during the stretch run, but they got it together, and this defense for most of the game until that touchdown to I forget the guy's name that Riley Moss let up. Fuck hey, that would have gotten you mod anyways, Bok Choy. That right there would have got you mod around here. But yeah, you know, outside of really 2 drives for the Broncos, I mean, they were lights out 100% until garbage time. From the second possession for the Raiders to garbage time, the Broncos defense was outstanding. No turnovers forced, which sucked because I wanted to see him get a bunch of turnovers, but they do pull 4 sacks out of the game here. Nick Benito with 2 of them. Malcolm Roach got 1, as did John Franklin Myers. So a couple of guys stepping up with the absence there of DJ Jones, who unfortunately missed the game. Just good play all around from the defense. Pat Surtain looked good. He had a couple of penalties, though, that not the best. If there is another positive takeaway, though, it is Riley Moss playing a second straight week of penalty-free football. That's another massive, massive takeaway from this game. And really, Riley Moss wasn't getting picked on until that garbage time drive where he let up that 1 touchdown. We'll talk about that in a second. I need to go get a name on that because that's the one guy that scored in this game. Shedrick Jackson. So he got himself a touchdown. It's a little bit of feel good for him there. Kind of beat Riley Moss in garbage time. Is what it is. Riley played a great game all throughout. You just like to see him finish out a little better, of course. That's what every fan wants to see in the grand scheme of things. But let's keep going here. Yeah, defense played well. We go look at these numbers here. I mean, Geno, 13 to 21. He was harassed all day. Did have the touchdown throw to Brock Bowers. Kenny Pickett also got a touchdown, 8 of 11 for 97 yards. So after the sacks, though, I mean, the Raiders don't even sniff 200 net passing yards. Again, they do get the touchdowns, but it is what it is. One of them came in garbage time. You're playing soft defense anyways. You already know you're out of there. The run defense. My God, we got to talk about this, man. Without DJ Jones, by the way, let me add to that. I mean, the Raiders only ran the ball 12 times in total. 2 of those were from their quarterback. Genty goes 10 for 30, and that was his only impact on the ground. 3 yards a carry to what is likely one of the most hyped running backs in coming out of the draft. It was really good to see this Broncos run D step up after last week. Jack Betch led the Raiders 50 yards receiving. Brock Bowers had a touchdown, but outside of that, he only had 4 catches. Tyler Lockett, 3 for 41. Shedrick Jackson, we already mentioned the 25-yard touchdown. And then outside of that, I mean, Tucker only had 24 yards. Thomas only 17. Like, this Broncos defense was balling out today, and the pass rush was doing their thing again. They come out of the game with 4 more sacks. It's just a good game. Absolutely all around. Now, what we do have, what we are going to talk about here, the special teams. Man, the special teams, they were putting in work. Marvin Mims, a 48-yard punt return. That call is probably one of my best. That might be one of the best calls I have ever done. We sent Marvin Mims to Electric Avenue. Will Lutz 1 for 1 on his field goals. Jeremy Crawshaw didn't really have the punt distance, but he only punted once, and that one went inside of the 20, pinned the Raiders back at their own 5-yard line, and that's when you really felt the momentum in this game switch. So, yeah, coming up here on this post-game show here in just a second, we're, well, really right now, we are going to get into some of these game orange sodas because, my God, we're going to give them out. We beat the Raiders. Yeah, let's get into it. First one might be a little bit of a shock, but I'm going to throw one Sean Payton's way. Absolutely, I'm going to throw one Sean Payton's way. It just, man, we were harping on Payton that he needed to commit to the run, and he did. And we ran the ball well this game, and that's going to kind of snowball into my second one here. R.J. Harvey going to get 100 total yards on 23 total touches, gets himself a touchdown. Great day from R.J. Harvey. And just really the rest of this Broncos backfield, it's just R.J. Harvey is really the face of it. And if he can keep having games like this, the Broncos are going to be good. The Broncos are going to be goddamn scary coming down the line if they can just wrap everything in offensively. Continuing forward, I'm going to throw one to Sutton, leading receiver. Him and Nix are getting on the same page again. Mr. Reliable. As always, you'd love to see that sort of thing going for him. Defensively, I'm going to throw one to Nick Benito. 2 sacks. Guy was all over the place. And you just, it's got to be there. Really, the whole defense should get one, at least the run defense. But we are going to throw the one over to Nick Benito. I got 2 more I want to give out. 2 more I want to give out. We'll see you, Bok Choy. We will see you later. But yeah, here we go. Marvin Mims for the 48-yard punt return that broke the tie in the early first half. Oh, man. Man, I got so hyped for that Marvin Mims punt return, man. It is unbelievable. I just realized I wasn't recording. I am streaming. I'm not recording. We'll figure that out later. If I got to record another post-game show tomorrow, then so be it. Yeah, man. Marvin Mims absolutely gets that orange soda, man. And then the last one that I am going to give out today, because holy shit, they earned it. It's you guys. You guys, everyone still here, everyone that was here, all of you. What a stream we had today, man. We peaked somewhere around 120 concurrent viewers, streams up to 73 likes. I mean, we went from 168 to 204 in the subscriber count. We have hit 200 subscribers, you guys. I didn't think we were going to do that in one stream, just in one big chunk, but we absolutely did. And I can't thank you guys enough. I didn't even have the graphic up. Like, we're just going here. I'm just going for this. You guys, absolutely the best viewer base in the National Football League. And if you're seeing this after the fact and you also want to join, feel free to subscribe. Also like the video. It really helps me out in the algorithm. We are up past 200 subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Broncos have won 10 straight. Keep it rolling. Keep believing, Broncos country. We're the #1 seed in the AFC. And with that being said, that is going to be all from me. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and we will see you guys next time. We'll probably do a proper upload, because I really didn't get I didn't record any of what we just did, so we're gonna have to do probably a day after show or something like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.